Get pre-qualified online without it affecting your score. But only with my friends at Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach. Call 800-NEW-KIAs today or check them out online at greenwaykiawestpalmbeach.com and tell them Megan sent you.
We want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Credit effects, down payment, and approval terms. Negative equity refinanced offers don't combine.
Here's a surprising fact. More than half of men over 40 experience some degree of erectile dysfunction. Yes, it's more common than you may think. ED can be a sign of a more serious health condition, such as diabetes or heart disease. So if your partner is distant or having trouble in the bedroom, encourage him to speak to his doctor about it. Understand it's not your fault. Learn more about ED, its causes and treatment options by visiting edcure.org or call 561-944-8977. There, you can find a board-certified urologist in West Palm who specializes in treating erectile dysfunction beyond medication and access an ED assessment. If your partner has tried pills or injections and hasn't gotten results, it's time to learn about a permanent solution that's proven to be safe, reliable, effective, and satisfying. Visit edcure.org. That's edcure.org or call 561-944-8977. Sponsored by Boston Scientific.
Ever wolfed down a Big Mac and thought, I need some extra cash? Mm-hmm. Then download the Drop app. Get rewarded for dining out and more. Use code DROP22 for $5 in points. Download Drop now.
This is Sheriff Rick Bradshaw with an important message. Hurricane season is here again, and I urge everyone to stay vigilant. Pay close attention to local weather updates and ensure your hurricane kits are prepared with the essentials that you need, like water, food, and medications. Remember, your safety is our priority, but let's stay safe together.
High five! Up top! Heck yeah!
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years!
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep. Dave's feeling it, but it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping. Woo!
Ends 8/21/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Get into summer with iHeart80s. iHeart80s goes commercial free this weekend and every weekend. Open the app, search iHeart80s, and start listening now. Free never sounded so good.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
We're still seeing a slowdown on the Turnpike northbound between Lake Worth Road and Southern Boulevard. No major delays to report on I-95 throughout Palm Beach County at this time. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250 keyword West Palm traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance makes it easy to save money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
The Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword BILLS at realradio921.com. That's BILLS. Enter it now at realradio921.com and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Don't let July 24th fool you. It's not just any day.
Time for some tequila.
It's National Tequila Day.
Tequila.
It is National Tequila Day, and I'm pretty sure it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
National Tequila Day.
Tequila!
Tequila slammer. Where's the lime in the salt, right? What's tequila? Lousy tequila. Gives me a headache.
Happy National Tequila Day.
Tequila all around.
It's showtime. Redefining radio. This is where the fun begins. Introducing Greek.
Let me tell you something. Don't ever love more you than anybody else you love more.
Francis.
Because then you're just like, you're squeezing your banana so hard every time you come in here, and then you're pounding it on the desk.
Jimmy.
We haven't had to pull it for quite a while, so we got to lube it up.
Let's get the party started. It's the Penthouse on Real Radio.
Yeah, it's the Penthouse on the 24th of July. Getting close. This is the month you want to see go by because we're getting to August, and that is football season. And I know everybody's jacked up for football, and they miss it. Got the Olympics starting this weekend. You have a chance 13 times a day to win $1,000, which is always sweet. Who doesn't want $1,000? And then at 11:45, we got tickets for a great concert for you. You guys are going to have an opportunity. We're playing 3-Word Wednesday at 11:45. What? Yes, we are. So much is going on. It is the Penthouse. I hope you listened to Rover and his crew this morning and got you in the fast lane. And if you did, then just continue with us, and we will keep you going fast and hard. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And good afternoon to my idol. Hello, Francis.
Hi, good morning.
What is up? How you feeling?
Shows how much you pay attention. I love it. I took a sip of water and I went down, as you say, the wrong pipe, but it got me good. It got me good, and I said so because I apologized because I just went through a coughing fit, and because G's in the room, and it's rude when I'm coughing that much, and I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, I swallowed water, went down the wrong pipe, and he's not paying attention to me whatsoever. He's on his phone. He was like, "You need some water." Literally was his answer to me after I said I drank water. Went, "No, you need some water. You need water." And it goes back to his phone. No, you did not care whatsoever.
Oh my
you didn't ask
God.
if I was choking. You didn't ask.
You seem fine.
I legit said I've been coughing for like 5
Seemed
minutes.
all right.
I was coughing for 5 minutes, saying because water went down the wrong pipe, and his suggestion is, "Do you need some water?"
Do you need some water?
Oh
I
my
thought you
God.
needed
As
some
he
more.
takes a swig of water.
Yes.
Who cares?
Clearly not him.
Oh, you're so wrong.
Oh my God. You faked like you care. You act like it is fake is 100%, because if you did, you would pay attention.
Let's put it this way. If you had a problem or an issue and you call me, would I be there to help you?
That has nothing. I was just joking. Nothing.
Oh my God.
Nothing.
He's like, truly doesn't care.
Nothing. He did not lift his eyes from his phone. You need some water.
Saks is having a sale today.
I don't care.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, it's great.
What is going on? I bet you're going to miss me this weekend.
No.
Like an audit. As they say. Like an audit.
And I'll miss you, and not for the both of us.
All right, good.
That's why this relationship works. 877-927-6969. If you had somebody really care about you, but you didn't think they did, let us know. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142, or you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. And don't forget, we are swinging zeros right now. We need somebody to win $1,000.
We do.
We're swinging zeros.
We're swinging zeros.
Nice.
Keep on swinging this lasso till I catch me a man.
Or we're not getting anybody.
Just as a cluster, y'all. I mean, come on.
Who cares about the cluster?
I'm just saying, we need to put West Palm Beach on the map. We do. Let's put iHeartRadio here, West Palm Beach, Treasure Coast. Let's put them on the map. Of course, we want them on Real Radio, 100%. Or the Gator, But yeah, we just something. something. It's not lasting forever.
No.
It's not.
No matter of fact,
few more days.
3 more days.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh,
I know.
you guys had it last time. You did so good. We have 4 winners.
So maybe we'll tell them the keyword for every hour like 5 times.
Yeah. Bills.
There you go.
RealRadio921.com. Bills.
Perfect.
Come on, somebody win $1,000 because I hate when management, first of all, talks to me, but second of all, asks me crazy questions like no winners on your station, Greek. So come on, let's do it. Let's get some winners.
How dare you?
How dare you? I love that drop. 877-927-6969. What is up with you guys today? You can always ask us anything you want. National Tequila Day. Maybe you have a favorite tequila. Let us know what it is. And maybe you have a spot that you just love to be at. You feel like, oh my God, when I'm here, I just kick back, have a nice tequila, a restaurant, a bar, a cigar bar, and you just really enjoy it. Let us know what it is in the area, or maybe someplace south, north, or someplace home. If you're not from Florida, but let us know. Give us a call or text us at Real Radio 47142. I know for any of you asked you in the past, but if you had one tequila, what is your favorite? Because you're the expert.
Man, it's tough. It's like picking a favorite child because I can pick one from every, like a Blanco. So Blanco, I have been for years raving about Siete Leguas is what it is. It's a smaller bottle. Well, it's not smaller, same size, but it's not, some bottles are nice and tall. So it's a short, stout bottle, and it's got a horse on it, and it's like a silverish kind of label called Siete Leguas. It is, to me, the best silver tequila out there. Smooth, easy, a little smoke to it. So good. Raving about it. But I'm a
silver equals Blanco.
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 Yeah, Blanco, white, clear. Yep.
And what is dark?
Well, Añejo, a Reposado. Añejo's going to be the darkest, aged the longest.
And that's the one I thought you liked the best,
I like
right?
Reposados. So
Okay.
Reposado's the middle of the road. I like that. And as far as aging, so Blancos are the healthiest for you. And we'll get through some tequila facts. I got some coming your way around noon.
Okay.
But I like Casa Amigos. I like Clase Azul. It's just a little pricier. I fell in love with the new one, and it was at my local liquor store that's right around the corner from me, called Espanita. It's affordable, and it's delicious. Reposado. Like very, very smooth. So that's my new jam because I'm saving money on it.
So,
and it's good.
So the one that the real expensive one.
1942 is the one you're thinking of.
Is that white or is it a brown bottle?
Okay, so the white with the blue art on it, like it's very pretty, that's the Clase Azul, and that's a Repo. But the one you used to buy me, the 1942 Don Julio, that's a dark bottle.
Okay, but so that's white or brown inside?
It's an Añejo, so it's darker, yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
But that's the
aged
one,
longer.
like when I'm out and I see my friends, they're always getting that one.
It's either that one or probably Clase Azul, that really pretty white porcelain bottle with the...
Ballpark.
But that's ballers stuff, right? I mean, that's like buying Blue Label.
Yeah,
yes.
But yeah, like for my birthday, I get bottles of it's a special occasion kind of thing. It's a sipper. It's not, you don't shoot it. You're supposed to take your time with those things.
Okay.
Yes.
Ballpark, what are they, 80 or 50 a drink? A shot?
We've talked about this before. Where
shot?
you go, probably, but I know establishments here that sell them for $20-25.
Oh, wow.
Which I'm very surprised by.
That's still pretty pricey, though.
It
right?
is.
I mean, you're talking, about $1.50 a bottle, $1.80 a bottle?
But I will tell you, when I saw a $25 price, I was shocked. I was like, wow. I was like, that's an
Double.
expensive. Yeah, because some people $45-50, but you can find establishments here that do it for cheaper.
Cool.
Yeah. So,
all right. There's a little tequila.
good
You're going to
stuff.
get some more.
Espanita? Is the one you like?
Yes, Espanita.
Espanita.
It's got a sun on it. I'm telling you, if you like tequila, try it. It's very affordable, and it's delicious.
Well, that's good to know.
Tequila isn't one of my favorites, but I'm always up for trying something new. I mean, it's not that I don't like it, but I definitely like it. And if anything, I'm more of a sipper.
Yeah, me too. I like a nice sipping tequila. But yeah, let us know your favorite. If there's one, maybe that's kind of out there. Because I know I've worked at tequila bars, so I know a lot of tequilas. But there's so many out there that I haven't even heard of. I sat at, it wasn't Calaveras. The one that El Camino. They had one in Del Rey. They have one in City Place. I can call it City Place now, right? They turned it back.
That's right, they did.
Did I call it City Place?
That's right.
Yeah, El Camino. And I was sitting at the bar a month ago, and I'm looking up. I was like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. It's almost like bourbons. There's so many out there.
Would you say the last 15 years, 10 years, it just blew up with celebrities and different people?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked to Sammy Hagar, who was the OG. He was the first celebrity to have a tequila, but now there's so many people who are doing it. But just in general, not even celebrity names, just so many of them are coming out.
I'm surprised of two tequilas that don't really get promoted a lot is the Rocks And
Terramana's good.
I know, but it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, he's not out there. And Michael Jordan's not at all
That's
either.
okay.
Yeah.
For the price, I've noticed a
'Cause that's
lot of it's
expensive.
just sitting there. Yes. I have a bottle that's kind of sitting there. It's okay. It's got a lot of additives, and I think people realize that. Out of all the celebrity ones, that's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, but those two, I'm surprised. And I guess Jordan does so well in everything he touches business-wise.
And it's not just him, right? They call it that because
Yeah.
I think there's 6 partners in it, too.
Yeah, and he added a couple other people in it, some ball players. I
But
think.
he's the name, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's the draw for it.
Yeah, but they don't really
Or
like.
what is it? Sincoro? So 5. Yeah, 5 owners.
They don't really like push it. You know what I mean? Like maybe they would have, I would think, okay, like maybe a 23. Like years ago, LeBron's wife had a store down in Miami. And we went down to it. It was like a yogurt store.
Like a frozen yogurt place?
Smoothie,
Oh, all right. I know what you mean.
And I thought when we walked in, it was going to be all LeBron stuff. You know, I mean, I just thought because of Miami Heat, he was down there, but there wasn't one thing about him. And I was just surprised. And the same thing with Jordan's thing, you know, like I thought maybe there'd be a 23 on there. You know what I mean? Or an image where you would like, wow, you know, somebody would try and be like, oh, that's Jordan's, because most people do that.
So they didn't really brand it around either. Well, LeBron in the case down in Miami,
There wasn't
frozen
one.
yogurt
There
place.
wasn't one thing.
Right.
And actually, I
But
asked.
make their rounds, right? Is what you're saying? Like promoted when Casamigos
Wahlberg.
came out. Yeah, Wahlberg just did it recently when Casamigos came out. George Clooney
Oh,
and Gerber
everywhere.
went out. Even and it's a mezcal, so it's not tequila, even though every tequila is mezcal, which we'll learn later. But Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul.
Right.
They have their Dos Hombres mezcal, and
Is
they
that
did the
meth?
same thing. Yeah, it's meth. How'd you know?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what it's mezcal, not mezcal. But they did a tour too. They
Yeah.
were like in a RV, and they went and hit
Yeah.
up bars, and they actually promoted themselves. But you're right, I haven't really seen much with The Rock. But with him, it's a big name. People still buy it. You just don't hear about it that much.
No. He doesn't do anything with it. And I read an article about him and Cigar Aficionado about it that, you know, he's involved in it. It's him. But it's like, you know, when he has so many different things. Same thing with Jordan. I'm just thinking, like, if I ran the companies, I would be like, hey, man, let's promote what we have, because I think more people would.
Yeah.
Like Michael Jordan's when I'm out and people don't even know. And I know, and I'm not a drinker. I just know because of Jordan. They're like, really? I'm not sure. I didn't know that. Same thing with The Rock. But
They just investors in it, maybe more than they are on the promotional side. Are they both high end?
Yeah.
Super high end?
No, not The Rock's. I don't
Rock's
think-
isn't. Rock's is
Rock's is-
affordable, yeah.
Okay.
Jordan's is high.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan's is very expensive.
So they probably just market there to, you know, that clientele.
Yeah, and I think that they just, you know, they don't really, I don't know. For whatever reason, they don't do it. And I just think that if they did it, not that they need me to tell them anything, more people would buy it, is what I'm trying to say. Because you see how people are. Like, it's just funny the way people are. Like, all of a sudden, I was at this one place a couple of weeks ago, and Lawrence Taylor started walking in, right? And on a regular basis, nobody said anything to him. But all of a sudden, I started seeing every day more people with giant jerseys, 56 walked in, that never I saw in my life. Never. And one day, I counted like 4, and I'm like, oh, my God, LT must be here. He's got to be here. And he sits in the back, hangs out quiet. And it just cracked me up because I'm like, oh, just the way people's, you know, minds are, then they do it. I see people walking with helmets. Like, what are you doing?
Like just in case he shows up.
Yeah, football.
Yeah, get an autograph.
Yeah.
But I
Autograph the jersey.
But I think with all brands, including vodka, whatever it is,
gotta be good.
bourbon, it's got to be good. But I think a lot of people don't like to venture off. I mean, still, the top selling brands are the ones that have been around forever. Cuervo, Patron, and Don Julio. Those are still always in the top 3. Yeah, because they're well known. They're branded names that people know.
Yeah, and they advertise, right? I mean, so
Yeah.
because of
But they've been around
and that's
forever,
what
too.
causes people to know the brand name. So
Yeah, I heard that, what you call it, George Clooney's was like up there in the top 3 for a long time
Yeah,
for somebody
he's-
in the industry.
He's up. They're top 5 for sure.
Yeah. But again, they promoted it a lot.
But it's getting pricey.
Oh, yeah.
You used to be able to get the repo for like $39, and now I think it's like 60 or something. I mean,
That's a lot.
Yeah, everything goes up.
And they jumped out. So once they jumped out, you know, I mean, it's a little different. It is the Penthouse. Don't jump out on us. Stay with us all day because we got a good show, and we will definitely make your day better. We make a good day a great day in the Penthouse on Real Radio all the time. Big giveaway today at 11:45. Big concert. We throw it your way every single time. Every day in the Penthouse. Remember, you're in the Penthouse for one reason, because it's the best. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
I weigh myself about once a week, and I am butt naked on the scale.
I did it the other day, you know, also butt naked, but I had my phone in my hand, and I'm like, oh, obviously.
20-pound phone. Yeah, that's adding a
This
lot
is
to the 20-pound
why.
phone.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Hey, pool season fanatics, your summer persona is calling. It's time for sun-soaked party scenes at MGM Grand, new luxury cabanas at Bellagio, and sandy beach living at Mandalay Bay. Show off your poolside only with MGM Rewards. Visit MGMRewards.com for details.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
We're looking at a decent drive along our expressways this morning. 95 of the Turnpike currently accident-free, flowing freely. We do have a hazmat situation here on Southwest 18th Street at west of Military Trail. Avoid that area. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's semi-annual sale and clearance. Save up to 60% on a wide selection of quality mattresses at every price. Plus, score a free adjustable base with a qualifying purchase. Hurry and stop by Mattress Firm today.
Hey, it's the Greek from Narosa Palm Beach, where you can party with the beautiful ladies 7 days a week to 5 a.m. And Friday night is Fetish Fridays, live fetish shows every hour. It's Narosa Palm Beach 7 days a week with a 5-star menu and beautiful ladies. And if you want to watch a sporting event, it's always on at Narosa Palm Beach. You're a winner even if the team loses because you got the beautiful ladies of Narosa Palm Beach. Open at 5 a.m. 7 days a week. It's Monroe's, baby. Peace.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Capital One's Chief Brand Officer, Mark Mintry, weighs in on building loyalty with customers.
Capital One has really worked to create amazing access moments for our customers. We will do sound check parties that only Capital One cardholders can get access to, and we can't pull that off without iHeart.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In office, West Palm Beach.
Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Owen. I'm a cigarette.
Do you like being a cigarette?
No, I don't. Not really into killing thousands of people. Sorry, no filter.
Right.
What's your sign?
Pisces?
I'm a Cancer. Cigarette joke. But seriously, I do cause cancer. And heart disease. And strokes. I could go on forever. Unlike the people who smoke me.
The average smoker lives 10 years less than non-smokers. Quit today. Find out how at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
As America's largest injury firm, we have advantages few others do. Our results and reputation are well known to the other side, and we have a track record of going toe-to-toe with them and winning big. But what does that mean for you? What does that mean for your case? I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. One of the things we're most proud about is that we set up our firm so that your case gets lots of attention from a lot of people. Our technology and army of lawyers give us insight and oversight into every detail and every moment of your case. Paralegals, legal assistants, investigators, buildings with boxes of evidence, every resource carefully designed to get you the most possible. And at Morgan & Morgan, we even have a dedicated team to make sure that your calls are returned that very same day. Injured? Dial pound law. That's pound 529. All firms are not the same.
The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Attention! If you owe money to the IRS, this is an urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by sending out heart-stopping letters, aggressively garnishing paychecks, seizing bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. They call it enforced compliance, and you better watch out because penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily, making it seem impossible to ever get out of debt. Don't let the tax debt destroy your life. You need to call Optima Tax Relief, the #1 tax resolution firm. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks that the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands. Optima's resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, they'll fight to get you the best deal possible. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now, you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ziprecruiter.com/free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free. ziprecruiter.com/free. Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ziprecruiter.com/free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free. ziprecruiter.com/free.
The Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag is the GOAT of fast food deals for a lot of reasons. Here are 4 of them: a junior bacon cheeseburger, nuggies, fries, and a drink. It's also just $5. And unlike the other guys, it's not going away after a month. Get out there and get the bag. The Wendy's Biggie Bag. U.S. price and participation may vary.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Hot and humid this afternoon with temperatures in the low 90s, but feeling like the triple digits. An isolated shower thunderstorm is possible, mainly inland through the evening. Partly cloudy, warm and humid tonight with temperatures returning to the upper 70s by Thursday morning, with storm chance through the end of the week.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Are you ready for a new job? Express Employment Professionals helps tens of thousands of people find jobs every year and never charges a fee. Find your next job with Express Employment. Go to ExpressPros.com to find your location. That's ExpressPros.com.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Wednesday, midweek today. We got a big giveaway for you at 11:45. Your chance to win $1,000. We're going to keep telling you the keyword. This hour, it's Bills, WWGD, and so much more. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning.
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creepy Trifecta.
Hey, Marlins, big win. They're playing better since the All-Star break. 2-3 at the Mets, and they beat the first-place Orioles last night 6-3. Up in the Apple, there was a Subway Series. The Mets beat the Yankees 3-2. Exciting game. Judge came up in the ninth with somebody on, and he looked at a third strike. And the Mets are 4-0 this year against the Yankees. A little bit of a Subway Series leaning toward Flushing. NFL news, a lot of big stars are not in camp. Guess why? Because they want more money. That's what they all want. CeeDee Lamb, he wants more money. It looks like Dallas and him are nowhere close, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. Jordan Love with the Packers, he's not in camp. He's not playing. Let's put it this way. He is in camp for the Packers, but he wants a new contract. The Cowboys' 3 big stars didn't do anything with Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Parsons. They didn't give any of these guys money, and they all want money. We'll see what happens. Jerry Jones usually does cave in at the end of the day. U.S. women's basketball last night won, so they're getting ready for the Olympics, which starts Friday night, and their first game is going to be Sunday, the women's, and they're going to be playing Japan. And that is your Greeks trifecta. Peace.
On this day in history.
Well, get the old time machine, and we're going to go back 457 years ago. In 1567, Mary, Queen of Scots, is forced to abdicate her throne in favor of her one-year-old son, later crowned King James VI of Scotland. Now we're going to fast forward way ahead to 1969 at 12:51 p.m. Apollo 11 safely returns to Earth. 50 years ago today, 1974, Death Wish was released, starring Charles Bronson. 46 years ago today, 1978, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band was released, starring Peter Frampton and the Bee Gees. 42 years ago today, 1982, Survivor's Eye of the Tiger theme song for Rocky III hit number 1 on the U.S. pop charts. 40 years ago today, here's somebody that never seems to get into the conversation when you talk about greatest quarterback of all time. 1984, after 4 Super Bowl titles, Terry Bradshaw retired. 31 years ago today, 1993, 3 baseball fans were injured outside Dodger Stadium when New York Mets outfielder Vince Coleman threw a firecracker that was the equivalent to a quarter stick of dynamite into the crowd.
Oh, I remember that.
He got off with a small fine and 200 hours of community service. 26 years ago today, 1998, one of my favorite movies of all time was released, Saving Private Ryan. It went on to win 5 Academy Awards: Best Director, Best Cinematographer, Best Film Editing, Best Sound Editing, and Best Sound Mixing. And finally, 19 years ago today, in 2005, Lance Armstrong won his 7th straight Tour de France race before retiring from the sport. Of course, all those titles were stripped because he was doping the entire time. And that's what happened on July 24th in our history.
I think with him, out of everybody, I think everybody was so shocked, that he was doping all those years and everything.
Yeah, he had such a
Great image.
good two shoes type of a persona.
I mean, he had the cancer, beat that, and I think people were just so, at least the people I knew and just society, were so shocked about him. He fell off the face of the earth after that. I remember he was dating, who was he dating?
Sheryl
Crow,
Crow,
right?
Mhm.
But yeah, I think people were so surprised that he was doing that for a long time.
Oh, I was.
Yeah, I was shocked.
We talked
like
about
said,
it.
He's just like the perfect guy.
Yeah, there was people that thought maybe something was going on, obviously because of how successful he was, and there's always people who were going to accuse him of things, but come to find out, well, they were true.
Well, that turns out we don't know people like you. Like we have this persona that we see from afar, but you don't really know. We've seen it time and time again. Celebrities, athletes, stuff like that.
People,
when you're just shocked when something happens, like, oh, I never thought somebody like that. When they were like, well, what? We don't know them. So how can we create that, right?
I think even people like, I know this girl, here and there around, and she just seemed like very cool, very quiet, whatever. And I saw her at Club 11. She was crazy. Like, I was so surprised the way she was acting. Didn't do anything wrong, just so out there, and I was surprised. Sometimes you don't know people. Jimmy, who do we have on hold?
We got Gary on the line. Hey, Gary, welcome to the Penthouse. What's going on, bud?
Hey, guys. Good morning. I had a question for Franny. She was talking about tequila at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, what's up?
And I'm standing in a liquor store. I'm looking for the one you said that was the Smooth Blanco.
Oh, yeah.
First one you said?
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of that?
So it's Siete Leguas. It's S-I-E-T-E.
S-I-E-T-E.
Yeah, like like the number 7, and then Leguas.
Okay.
It looks like kind of like leagues.
I'm looking.
Yeah, so it's a stout bottle, and there's like a wooden kind of cap on it. I'm sure if you ask somebody too, they might be able to help you.
Sure.
The Siete Leguas.
Okay. I will do that. Thank you very much.
All right, no problem.
Grab
Good
me a
luck.
bottle of water. Then.
Yeah, let me know how it is. I want your review after you finish it.
See the influence you have on people when it comes to tequila? People are going there right now. Who do we got on line 2? We got Bill.
Gary's calling in with his review. All right, this is wrong. Good.
He's like, hey, it's National Tequila Day. This is the time to do it, right?
Oh,
Take that bottle down.
I got Bill at ABC Liquors. We got Joe in Publix.
I know. I was very, very close to bringing a bottle of tequila today at work. And I was like, you know what? I got to be professional here. Since when, right? Well, just for like sampling is all it was.
Yeah!
Should have done a tequila video, little samples.
Cool.
All right, I'll go home to the next break.
All right, you got it.
You're like, where is she? How come she didn't come back? It's National Tequila Day.
That's awesome. 877-927-6969. If you're in a store and you don't know what you need, call us. We'll help you out. Anything you want. Maybe you need a good moisturizer. I can help you out there. But a tequila day, we will definitely help you out. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142 or email Jimmy at realradio921.com.
Well, I saw something here today. A video got posted, and so it just goes to show that maybe we talked about it, the Haktua girl.
Oh, yeah.
Is her 15 minutes of fame up already?
I hope so.
I think it's close to being up.
It could very well be. Haley Welch, of course, is her name. She was brought out for the Rock the South Festival to announce. And maybe you can help me out with this, Franny. Warren Zeters, is it?
Yeah, but I don't know.
I'm assuming it's a country act.
Okay.
And Jelly Roll. So, I mean,
Jelly Roll.
So, Jelly Roll, we know. I'm not sure of the other name, and you at least hear it, right? You know other. Anyway, she was at this festival, and she was going to bring them out on stage. Well, this is what it sounded like when she did that. Crickets.
Yeah, I'll give it for Haley. They're like,
All right, y'all. Well, as you can hear, there was a really awkward silence, and then you heard the other lady come on. Let's hear it for Haley, and to which the crowd got even more quiet. And when you see the video, I saw it on Instagram this morning. It's pretty bad. Even the comments weren't that great underneath it. Some of them were saying, "I just got secondhand embarrassment." She was June. This is July. Time's up, and the crowd went mild. So
listen, she made her money while she could, which was a lot of money in a short amount of time. I don't know, unless she's got some other really great talents, if she can sing, if she can act, whatever she can turn us to. I don't know. I thought from the beginning this was going to be 15 minutes of fame.
Sure.
Hats are cute, whatever. You'll sell it. It's a funny little thing to say. But even she was at the boxing match over the weekend. Yeah. And G-Man, you mentioned it looked really cute. She was with her friend that you think is cute too. Now she's always following her everywhere. She's like, hey, why not?
That's right. Ride the
Jump on board.
Ride these coattails, girl.
Eddie McMahon.
But who was it? He's Nicholas Kyrgios. Tennis player?
Tennis player. He slammed it.
He did.
The Greek kid.
Yeah, because they were showing her on Twitter, and she's walking through, and everybody's has like whatever, and he was like, no correlation between fame and actually being decent at something anymore, is what he said about her. Yeah, so that made the news everywhere too.
Well, that started with the Kardashians.
Slam.
I mean, except for the one model, all the other ones really didn't do much.
They came from money, so they at least had some backing with them, right? Like they came from, everybody knew who their dad was.
Yeah.
And their stepdad and their mom. So at least they had a little something. They were socialites. This girl, she worked overnights at a spring factory.
And all of a sudden, by one on the street interview, she became instantly famous. So, a little bit of a difference there. I think I'm with you, Franny, and I think a lot of us saw that this was going to be one of those things that it would fade off into the sunset probably about as quick as it came in. I think what I'm more surprised about is somebody saying, hey, introducing Jelly Roll, and you got crickets.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a big name right now.
He is. He's huge.
Yeah,
well, I don't think it had anything to do with him. I think it all about her, right?
And then again, when you get that opportunity like anything else in life, if you do have some talent or a good personality or something, you know what? It could get even bigger and bigger for you. She doesn't, it seems like so far. I know she was selling her autographs on like baseball cards for $100. I saw that. I read that about her. But yeah, she still got 30,000 a couple times for events and stuff like that. And it will fade. But I mean, you got a little bit of she got a big break more than anybody else did. Let's put it that way. And then if you get that break, you got to try to make an opportunity. I don't know if Hollywood's going to be calling her the way they were. They were saying, she was a reality show, different things like that. But a lot of it's just speculation and stuff that people put out there. Franny, I know you had a situation with a OnlyFans situation.
A situation with an OnlyFans situation?
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Okay, don't worry about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I do.
Is it your story?
I got one from a little while ago. I don't know if anybody saw. Lily Allen has officially launched her OnlyFans account. Now, this was a little bit ago, so a couple weeks ago, but apparently it's dedicated to pictures of her feet only, offering up a subscription for just over $10 a month. If you don't know, Lily Allen is David Harbour's wife, and she appears to mean business. She's already uploaded 6 pictures of her little piggies and has promoted the account on her Instagram stories. Lily's decision comes a week after she joked on the Miss Me podcast about her 5-star rating on WikiFeet. Did you know that existed?
Uh-huh.
I didn't.
Yes, 100%.
No
you can
kidding.
randomly put people's feet up there. It doesn't have to be your own.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Wow, how about that, huh?
Yep.
So, sharing that she was told by her pedicurist her Tootsies could make a killing online. Here she is talking about that.
I have a lady that comes and does my nails, and they informed me that I have 5 stars on WikiFeet, which is quite rare, but yes, that my feet are rated quite highly on the internet.
A Wikipedia about famous people's feet.
Yeah. She said that I could make a lot of money from selling foot content on OnlyFans.
I'm sure she will, too. We've been seeing what these celebrities can do on OnlyFans.
And people
not
love
even,
feet pictures.
Yep.
They do.
Not even showing anything, but like her said, like she said right there, her piggies. Despite laughing during the discussion, Lily made it clear she was seriously considering going into the feet pick biz, saying she had a not-no stance on the whole thing. And, well, here it comes. The British songstress isn't the only celebrity that has jumped onto the bandwagon as far as that is concerned. Now, we talked about Denise Richards. Drea De Matteo's been doing, she's been killing it
She
on
said
there.
basically it saved her life.
Oh, yeah. She paid off her house in like one weekend. That was a few months ago. We talked about that. Bella Thorne, Karma Electric, we've heard how she's been on there. Iggy Azalea, another one amongst others that
I
have
think
launched
Iggy
accounts.
Azalea is the most profitable one.
Isn't she?
I think she is.
I
Yeah, she's
believe.
up there.
Yeah, so there you go. Come on, Franny, let's do it.
Feet pics.
Feet, that's it.
I
Just
know.
Feet pics,
I know.
$10 a month.
I know. I
They're
just
raking
got to
it
pull
in.
that trigger. I do. I told you I already have the page, like the name and everything, and the account created. I just got to do something with it.
Franny's feet.
It's all 5.5. So my girlfriends, I told you we all 1, 2, 3, 4 of us all together have 5.5.
Oh, that's cool.
Franny's
That's a good name.
5.5.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like that.
I just think I could join you.
It's feet.
Oh.
Yeah, no. So it would one day. I just have to just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's something that
It still feels weird, though,
it
doesn't
does,
it? I
even
mean,
though
you have
it's
to
just
think.
your feet.
I know.
And my
Yep.
husband's like, do it.
Yeah. That's even more so, right? I mean, when you got his backing, because obviously that could create, on a serious note, it could create a riff, obviously, even if it is
100.
nothing. But knowing that, but it's still, I
would
feel
never,
awkward.
if he said he was not down with it, I wouldn't, just out of respect in our marriage.
Sure.
But
Wouldn't be a thought then.
But there's so many things that could come from that. Next thing you know, somebody's offering you a yacht, fly around the world. I mean, people do crazy things.
Sounds terrible. Stop it, Freddie. Don't even think about it.
Well, when you're married, it's tough. I mean, you're going to get stuff like that all the time. And the money, how do you refuse the money? I mean, that's the whole thing. It's great. And I'm shocked at the amount of money that people make. I know a couple girls locally who they crush it, but it's worldwide.
Yep.
And if guys want to give it to you, and it doesn't have to be guys, it could be girls too. It could be both.
You get a social media following on Instagram or TikTok or something like that, and you've already got that core base of people that are, looking, and boy, there you go. You can sell that in a heartbeat and make millions.
Let's do it.
Let's do it right now.
Tequila today. What is your favorite tequila?
Maybe after enough tequila, I'll start snapping some pictures
That's
of
all
my
you need.
feet.
All right.
877-927-6969, or maybe a place you go to that you just love the atmosphere and having a tequila and relaxing. Maybe it's on the water. Maybe it's a restaurant, a bar, north, south. We don't care where it is. Let us know. Or also just give us a call at Texas or email us at realradio921.com.
That's Jimmy at realradio921.com.
Whatever.
That's not us at realradio921.com.
Whatever. Let's try sports fans.
Okay, I have stuff about that.
Okay.
You got some sports fans?
Yes, close to OnlyFans, but sports fans, yes. So they're talking about how many games sports fans watch a year and how much they spend to go see them. And lots of people we know love to go in, but being a real fan takes commitment, especially if you want to go seek out all the games, both emotionally and financially. You know this. A new survey of American sports fans look at how emotionally invested they are, as well as how much time and money they spend to see their teams play. And it's a lot. So not a huge sample size, typically around the same one they do on this website, but it's about 2,000 U.S. sports fans. So they said that they watch 120 games a year, right, on average.
Okay.
They say, but that number is really low for some fans. The survey divides them into different categories based on their level of commitment to their team or player, right? A third say they're moderate fans who watch a few games here and there. About half are big fans who watch most games, while 20% say they are raging fans and watch every single game that they can.
Wow.
So being a raging fan doesn't come cheap. They spend an average of $879 a year on tickets to live games, concessions, collectibles, apparel, memorabilia, and streaming services.
That sounds very cheap.
Well, this is not all going to the game, right? This is just you have to watch every single game can be on TV. So they're saying streaming services too. But you could watch on a channel that's free too. But yes, this is what they say, the average fan.
That sounds, I mean, even like apparel going there. I mean, that sounds expensive.
They said big fans report spending $594, rounded up, a year on average, while moderate fans say they spend around $376.
That's not bad.
So when it comes to the games they see in person, fans usually get to see 3 live wins and 2 losses a year is what they say. Fans feel the money is totally worth it, as they estimate they've seen 5 one-of-a-kind miracle live sports wins over the years. 74% say watching their favorite team win live is a favorite memory that they have. And nearly a quarter of all fans have a pregame ritual or tradition they do before their favorite player or team plays.
That was the part that I saw on this survey.
I mean, I've heard so many people say recently when the Panthers won and they were there, like it was the greatest time of their life. They'll never forget it. It was just memorable. They're there with their kids. They were crying. I mean,
maybe a little extra step, too, because it was their first ever. You know, the franchise's first ever. That kind of helps a little bit, right?
Yeah, 30 years they've been there. I mean, there's a couple guys I know, they said they were crying.
It makes it that much more sweet. It does. So out of that 22%, right, all those fans, that nearly 31% of those strongly believe that their pre-game ritual boosts their team or player's chance of winning. Like they think they got something to do. We got something to do with it, right?
Of course they do. Lucky chair, whatever.
Wearing those certain color socks will do it every time.
If their team loses, 39% feel more sensitive than usual, right? If they lose, while 14% say they genuinely enjoy life less. If their team loses, life sucks now.
We used to work with somebody years ago, very good guy. If the Dolphins lost, it was brutal to come to work Monday and Tuesday. He would be on you, unbelievable. Then about Wednesday, he'd be okay, but Monday and Tuesday. And he would go.
So you knew if the Dolphins lost, just to steer clear, tiptoe around him.
Oh, he was pissed. He was furious. I mean, and the Dolphins were okay. They weren't great. They weren't bad. It was Ricky Williams around that time. But, man, he would go nuts. There are some fans.
To mid-2000s, early to mid-2000s.
Yeah, I mean, there's just the way they are. I know people, if they watch a game with somebody, this just happened, and they lost, if the guy comes in the room again, they'll be like, could you not sit with us? Because I think you're bad luck. It has nothing to do with it.
I believe it.
Yeah, I mean, even the track, like certain guys, certain things. Sports fans are very superstitious. That I could say with a lot of different things. But, yeah, the amount of money, I mean, yeah, like you said, it's an average. Jimmy talked about it yesterday. When you come in with that word average, it doesn't really hit you a lot of times because you're like, wow, that sounds too high or too low. But it is the average of everybody because tickets are so expensive. And if they're going to the games, man, I mean, 5 games to go to in a year, that's a lot of money. I mean, that would be way over $1,000, even if you don't have good seats.
Well, that's what made this number seem so low. $880 for raging fans. I mean, that's a super, 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 super big fan. $880 a year. That seems low. That number seems really low. Because you figure you got to at least buy 1 jersey a year, right? You go to a couple of games a year. That alone right there is that $800.
Easy.
But again,
average.
It is average.
So. It is average, yeah. I mean, I'm saying you're getting the best seats out there. I mean, you just, I don't know. I can see how that could be easily done, especially if...
Not 5 games. You said 5 games they go to?
5 games.
Even if $100 a piece.
Yeah, but then the rest, right? Like if you buy a jersey and then the rest is just at home and watching it.
Parking, concessions,
eating.
I mean, they're counting streaming services, so you got to put at least one in there, which isn't a terrible amount.
No, it's not a terrible amount.
Figure even if $15 a month.
I mean, that nut is going to be going to the live games, and then you think about the rest, and then I just think it's very small amount of money that adds up after that.
True. Yeah, I mean, again, it's like anything else. It's a luxury to go to a game. It really is. It is very expensive to go to a game today. It's a shame because years ago, I think it was more affordable. I know times were different and money.
And it's only going to get worse with these contracts that we're seeing coming out, you know. And not only the contracts for the players, but the contracts that the TV contracts that are being put out there. I mean, all that money's got to come from somewhere, and it comes from the consumer.
And in reality, you would think when the leagues make more money, the prices should drop. That's the reality of it because they're not spending any money, they're getting money. But it doesn't. Doesn't correlate to that. Because, again, the NFL or NBA or Major League Baseball, they're not putting any more money out of their pocket. They're getting more money in. So you think they would change it to the fans and say, hey, we're going to lower our prices. So we just got $200 billion. But it doesn't. They just go more and more. The only time you'll ever see anything go down, and I don't think we'll see it in the next, 50 years, if people stop going. And they're just not.
So we got a couple tequila suggestions on the text line 47142. Says, good morning, Penthouse. The Repo Terramana is great. Has 0 additives. Not sure if Franny's tried that one. I love it on the rocks. That's Marcus. Peace. Thank you, Marcus. I have. I text you back. It is delicious. That's the rocks one. And I do I do prefer the Reposado too. And then we have one that I haven't tried. So thank you, Casey North Palm. It says, happy Tequila Day, Franny. For a great Blanco tequila, you should try Lalo. I think that's how you say it. Very smooth, and it says, thank you all for the entertainment. That's Casey in North Palm. So keep the suggestions coming because that one I have not tried.
Cool. It is the Penthouse on National Tequila Day. Have a tequila on us, but we're not paying for it. Just have one on us. Franny, we have Florida stories. What is in the hopper?
Yeah. Prenup got a dispute, got very, very messy for this Florida couple.
Why?
I know.
That's such an easy conversation.
Isn't that crazy?
It's like, what do you want for lunch?
And the wedding is this weekend.
Is it really?
So we'll see how
I don't
it turns
know.
out.
I got the details.
Wait and see.
We don't know. And then, we have a Florida woman who broke into 200 houses, shares her secrets on how.
Wow. Nice.
Yes.
Wow.
And then this is crazy. AI bartenders are debuting in a hotel near Disney World, plus a dispute over sex and money. What? I'll tell you what I'm talking about when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
Think we're just in your car? Think again. Anytime, anywhere. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
We're looking at a decent drive along our expressways this morning. 95 Lee Turnpike currently accident-free, flowing freely. We do have a hazmat situation here on Southwest 18th Street at west of Military Trail. Avoid that area. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Get immersed in new worlds and ideas with Audible. Explore an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals, all in one easy app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
When the going gets tough, the tough get StormSmart. Since 1996, StormSmart has simplified the process of protecting your home. Our Stormcatcher screens and shutters are designed and manufactured here in Florida. Along with impact windows and doors, StormSmart ensures your experience from purchase through installation is seamless. We know what it takes to keep your home safe, livable, and beautiful. Because Smart is making it easy to protect your home. And Smart is simple. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Yikes! It's like a sauna in here. Isn't your garage supposed to keep your car protected from the summer heat so it's nice when you get in? This is like a giant brick oven with your car parked right where the pizza should be. If the point of a garage is to keep your car clean and comfortable all year round, how do you expect this leaky old tinfoil door to stand up to all that heat? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Garage doors should be insulated. If you love the door you have, we can add custom insulation to your existing bare metal panels. And if you're not so in love with the door you've got, we'll help you find a gorgeous new door with internally insulated panels to keep your garage cool and clean all summer long. And warm and clean all winter. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Tell you what, we'll bring you a pizza.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Give the star in your life the brightest gift in the world. Name a star after them. This is Rocky Moselle with International Star Registry. For $59 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com, you can name a star for birthdays, weddings, or even memorials. Over 45 years, we have named millions of stars for celebrities and individuals from around the world. The star you name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Visit starregistry.com or call 800-282-3333.
At Skechers, we put the S in comfort. Now, I know you're probably spelling comfort in your head and asking yourself, is that possible? Am I just a really bad speller? Look, I don't know your spelling aptitude, but Skechers most definitely put the S in comfort. Because Skechers is the comfort technology company and has developed fits and features that change everything you know about comfort. Like hands-free Skechers slip-ins, the ultimate in comfort and convenience. It's footwear you just step into and they're on, with no bending down. Find Skechers at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Get into summer with iHeart 80s. iHeart 80s goes commercial-free this weekend and every weekend. Open the app, search iHeart 80s, and start listening now. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio weather.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Hot and humid this afternoon with temperatures in the low 90s, but feeling like the triple digits. An isolated shower thunderstorm is possible, mainly inland through the evening. Partly cloudy, warm and humid tonight, with temperatures returning to the upper 70s by Thursday morning. Both storm chance through the end of the week.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, N.A. Copyright 2024.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Mo Better Garage. Mo Better Garage. We make it way mo better. MoBetterGarage.com.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
You been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeart radio station.
Listen on your free iHeart Radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword check at realradio921.com. That's check. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
To the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yeah, right, it's the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Thanks for always tuning in and being with us on Real Radio R&R, baby. That's where it's at. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good morning.
Francis is here.
Hey, hey.
And it's time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Alrighty, well, let's start with it's weird, but nobody's going to jail in this one. And I love it. Screenshots anyone is what they say. AI bartenders have debuted in a hotel near Disney World. Is like, what is happening? Her name is Sarah. And Sarah can produce up to 120 drinks per hour.
Wow.
According to the designer. Yes.
That's a lot.
Is that not crazy?
What is the average? Do you know? Ballpark?
I don't know. I mean, there's some bartenders who definitely can do that. Yes, easy.
Really?
But yeah, for AI technology. So they believe the technology will bring a new dimension of enjoyment to the guest stay, blending the art of mixology with the marvels of AI robotics. According to this, Sarah is billed as the world's first working AI bartender, and she made her debut a month ago at the Wyndham Orlando Resort and Conference Center near Celebration. And looks like so far people are enjoying her. Says she can make hundreds of different drinks, up to 120 beverages per hour. She can also verify ages and make conversation with you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. Yeah. She works long shifts. I guess that's why they're like, we love her. 9 a.m. to 2 a.m. 9 a.m. to 2 a.m. Sarah serving drinks.
No health benefits?
No health benefits.
Now, is tipping out on them?
I'm guessing there's probably a tip thing there. I'm sure when you check out, right?
Oh. Guaranteed.
Yeah. So they're like, we're looking.
Would you tip a robot?
They said we take payments. Sarah checks IDs as well as take payments and tips, which ultimately go to the resort's bartenders.
I don't believe that.
So there are bartenders. It's not like Sarah's alone. So there are other bartenders. They say ultimately goes to the resort's bartenders. Any tips that she makes, they go to our team. So that's phenomenal, according to them. Say we love to have her. So they say it's making all the other people a little extra money.
Because when they have it in casinos...
They say the team collaborates with her rather than competes, is what it is.
Right. Yeah, at casinos, they have like the machines where a woman or a man can deal blackjack to you. You know, you walk by and say, sit down, play some blackjack. I don't think anybody's tipping that. Maybe I'm wrong.
But they even say so. It's been a cooperation between the bartenders. They even give recipes to Sarah and they teach her recipes too.
Sure.
So, yeah, they say, they work together.
Okay,
Surprised it isn't programmed to know the recipes already.
But maybe especially, right, if they... Because sometimes restaurants switch up their menu and they have a mixologist come in and create cocktails specifically for the establishment. I don't know. But they say, they said at the same time, at the end of every interaction, Sarah asked if you would like to give a tip to our fellow bartenders, and those tips do go directly to the team. So if you're worried about that and them impacting their jobs, they say that she is not. It's just a fun little thing that they have there. Then next up in your Florida, this happened, Wildwood. Darian Noel Rose was arrested in the wee hours. And she is a female, because when you hear Darian, you're like, that's a girl. And the reason why is that she was threatening the father of her 5-year-old child. The man had given her $300 in cash to help support their child that they have together.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. However, he stipulated that he expected to have sex with her in exchange for the money. When she refused, he got upset and took the cash back.
Oh. Can't make a deal with anybody these days, Jimmy.
The report noted that both Rose and her man friend, baby daddy, were both clearly intoxicated.
Oh, that helps.
Yeah, so officers arrived at the home and heard Rose making threats to her. I love they keep on calling man friend, including she was threatening to stab him too. So things escalated.
Quickly.
She told police, if I have to, I will kill him. So she said to police.
Not the right people to say that to, huh?
No, you shouldn't do that.
And there goes all our support.
Yeah, so she was arrested. Not her first time. She's been behind bars. They said 2022 was arrested on a charge of simple assault. And she is now hanging out at the Sumter County Detention Center. Then next up in your Florida, we have, this is fun. If you want to break into houses, listen up.
200.
All right, taking notes.
So
200.
her name is Jennifer Gomez, and she paints this rosy picture of her upbringing. Her mom was a neurologist, her dad a psychiatrist. She's the youngest of 7 children. Her siblings are very successful, but as a child, she didn't see their success as enviable. She thought it was boring. So she told Matt Austin, Ginger Gatson on Florida's Fourth Estate, when she thought of their lives, she thought, your life looks really boring, going to work every day, doing these routine, mundane things, all this stuff. So she said she wanted excitement, and she found it in targeting wealthy homes and stealing some of their prized possessions. She said she burglarized hundreds of homes. She was like, I actually don't know the number. I'm going to say just solely by what the detective has told me and what's in my paperwork.
Wow.
It was about 200 on paper, documented, that you can find.
That's some career.
Now she's coming clean, sharing her stories on social media, warning people to stop doing simple things that make them and their home a target. For starters, she said, stop making assumptions. These people will look at me in these neighborhoods, communicate with me, look me straight in the eyes, and never suspect anything just because of the way I look. Everybody that's here to hurt you or cause you harm doesn't look the way your mind thinks they do. There's no stereotype when it comes to criminals.
It's true.
She pointed out that she lived in wealthy communities and had wealthy friends, and that the things they do to protect themselves often helped her plot against them. She said signage indicating which surveillance company a homeowner used, notification that they had a pet, and large bushes helped her better plan her home burglaries. She said she also targeted homes that were closer to the front of the community. Easy, right? You can get out easier.
Yeah, good access.
The last thing I wanted was to burglarize a home and then be stuck way in the back of a neighborhood. Yeah, so when
That's
cops
a good
come,
point.
yeah.
All right,
She was
so
like, take note.
up front, houses up front only.
After breaking into hundreds of homes, she eventually came across a homeowner and was arrested. So it took her some time before this girl got arrested.
200?
She spent time behind bars on 3 separate occasions, even gave birth to her child when she was incarcerated.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, after getting out, she turned her life around and is now committed to helping others avoid becoming a target. They said you can learn more about her on Florida's Fourth Estate. You can download the podcast. Maybe it's on iHeartRadio. From wherever you listen to podcasts.
Great job, iHeart.
From wherever you listen to podcasts, you can listen to her podcast, and she will tell you how to keep your home safe from somebody who has burglarized 200 homes that she knows of.
And she's and now she has a security company.
I mean, good for her. And I mean,
hey, how do you learn?
She turned her life around.
A lot of times they do that for people who commit crimes and stuff like that, and they talk to them and they say, "All right, come, can't beat them, join them."
And then finally, here, if you're planning on getting married but you're interested in having a prenup, it's probably a good idea to hash that out earlier on in the talks of marriage than it is, I don't know, a week before the wedding.
I know people have done that. I know a lot of people keep pushing off because they know it's going to be met with resistance.
Don't, because this can happen. So Molly Hogan is her name. 26-year-old Florida woman was arrested Sunday night after attacking her fiance during a very heated argument over a prenup. So the groom-to-be told the police that Molly grabbed him around the neck and then struck him in the chest, torso, back, and legs, causing multiple physical injuries. His brother was also there. Try to stop the situation. She bit his brother on the arm.
Kicked his ass, too.
Wow. Must have been some kind of prenup.
There was alcohol involved, too. That's typically, things escalate when you're a little drunky. So the wedding is supposed to be this Saturday. And it's
is it still on?
As of their online wedding registry, it's still on, and it's still online. But the small problem here is that there's an active restraining order against her from her fiance.
That could cause an issue.
And the judge ordered her to have no contact with her future husband or the brother-in-law.
Wow.
So how does that work? How does that work? I mean, you got to go to the court and be like, hey,
we're getting married.
Or can we do
We
something?
love each other.
I mean, he does, I'm sure. And he has to lift that restraining order because he's the one who put it on her. Or, you know what? You may be dodging a bullet, homie. So you figure it out.
Yeah, take a hint.
Yeah.
Let me guess, who gave the prenup to who? Was it her to him or him to her?
I think you can figure that one out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like real love, though. Really does.
And that is your What the Florida.
Great job. Jimmy, have somebody at home?
She looks like he dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
We have Bruce on the line. Bruce is checking in with us. Hey, Bruce, what's going on, bud?
Hey, gang. This one, don't take it personally, Franny, but the AI bartender, there's no reason on God's green earth I have to tip her, right?
I mean,
with the money anyway.
I think a lot of people wouldn't because they have that thought process. Where is it going? But yeah, I mean, according to this article, they give it to the other staff. So, but I don't know. I understand why you wouldn't want to.
Right now, instead of giving 10% of my pay to the church, I give it to my local bartenders. You know, now I might get a break. You know.
Yeah, sounds good.
And your church can get that money.
Yeah. You all have a good day now.
You too.
Take care of yourself, Bruce. And next up, we got Vaughn checking in with us. Hey, Vaughn, what's going on, bud?
What's up, mother fathers?
Vaughn, how is Iowa?
It's not Iowa.
I know it's Minnesota. It's a show.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I am not there yet. I got a notification when I went to go check in for my flight that Spirit canceled it last night.
Oh, that's good news.
It's great news, Vaughn. You're getting screwed.
Great.
You're not going to Minnesota.
I mean, I think he eventually has to go, right? You're still going. Just because Spirit canceled your flight, you're like, it's a sign.
It is. Spirit sucks.
Not going.
I'm taking a later flight tonight. I leave at 9:50. So I got to go from Florida to Maryland. And from Maryland, I go to Las Vegas.
Jeez.
And from Vegas to Minneapolis.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Why don't you drive? It's quicker.
Hey, maybe it would be.
Oh, my God.
That's crazy. They got you bouncing all around the country.
When you go to Vegas, stay. Just go play some craps or roulette, and if you hit big, then you don't even have to work anymore. That's the plan, Vaughn.
I'm going to tell them that I know G. Put it on G's comp card.
You won't be the first. You won't be the last.
Well, I want to be one of the first and of many that does this. If everybody that does listen, that does love me, if you wouldn't mind, I am accepting donations to my Cash App.
So am I.
Shocker.
It ain't gonna happen.
Shocker.
Oh my God. I'm waiting one for the iHeart.
The Cash App is math561. I love you guys, but yeah, I'm leaving today. I got to get the freak out of Florida.
We're not happy about your leaving. I think we can get more money for you if you stay.
I doubt it. I think I get more money if I leave.
No. If you stay.
That's why he's leaving. Because it hasn't been working out here. So he's trying to make more money.
I'll pay you to leave, Vaughn.
Please do. Pay me to leave. That's 561 on Cash App. Get me the freak out of here. But yeah, it was the whole everything leading up to me leaving has been, a little bit of a worrisome. I'm leaving behind a lot of people that I care about, but they also told me I need to leave as well because if I got to do better, I got to be a better person, do better, and I got to leave Florida to be able to do that. I've been here all my life, so.
Vaughn, you know what? We wish you all the luck in the world. And a location, I don't think is going to make you a better person. It's you as an individual. You sound like a good guy, and everybody has bumps in the road. And this is just a bump right now. But you're going to get over it, pal.
Yeah, and you know what? It could work out. And as we mentioned, if it doesn't and you just don't feel like it's a good fit, you always have South Florida to come back to.
Yeah.
My bad.
Well, I want to hear you're doing in Minnesota. I hope it works out. But if it doesn't, like Francis just said, you could come back. There's no, you have to stay the rest of your life.
I don't know. You just said that about DeSantis, so maybe you can't come back.
Yeah. You're out now.
He'll be waiting for you at the border.
Him and Mekki. He's not happy. He's not
the
happy.
Florida-Georgia line just waiting.
Right there at TSA. Dogs and all.
How long are you going to be in Vegas for?
I think my flight out of Vegas isn't until the afternoon. So I think few hours.
Oh, wow.
I got to look at my flight plan again.
Man, that's a hell of a layovers you got. That's crazy.
That's crazy to go there. I mean, but you can play the slots in Vegas. People have won the last couple of years. For years, nobody ever thought
He's
they
asking for money right now on his Cash App. I don't think we should tell him to start wasting his money.
How's it wasted? He got a shot.
Hey.
But then if you lose...
You can make millions.
I mean,
what do you mean? You got a shot.
You should gamble if you have excess money to do so. I don't think you should do it if you have nothing, just in hopes that you're going to win big.
What do you think the whole world does? You think everybody's got money to gamble? I got no.
That's not the whole world, but
a high percentage.
You can do what you want. Do what you want.
Hey, my mind's different than everybody else.
We know.
No kidding.
I almost said the S word.
Hey, listen to them. Listen to them. You'd be better off.
But yeah, what I looked at on my flight leaves at 9:50 tonight. I don't get to Minneapolis until 11 o'clock Thursday, tomorrow night.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is absolutely insane.
And there was
Two
no
layovers.
Yeah, there's no direct flight or a better way to get to Minnesota.
Well, this is just because of the cancellation, right?
Yeah, the direct flight got canceled.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
and if I wanted to get to where I actually need to go, I can fly Delta, but that's like $500.
Oh,
you can spend that to slot machines.
Yeah, and Delta's having a lot of problems too, so you don't know if you can.
Yeah, really?
If that flight will happen.
Companies that got shut down.
Yeah.
So, but for now, I just wanted to call you guys before I leave. Give you the update because I did promise you I would call you and let you know. But yeah, man, I think this is going to be something good.
Good.
I got to do it, and I will keep iHeart on my phone and try to listen to you guys during the day.
Well, you just have a good time out there. Be successful. Keep your, head clear and do what you got to do. Keep in touch with us. We want to see how you're doing, and we wish you all the luck in the world. That's 100% true.
I'll stay in touch with you on Messenger too, buddy.
All right, cool. And I don't know if we can do this, but can I get a misspeak if possible?
Sure.
Of course you can.
Let's get number 27.
All right, we can make that happen.
And with that, I love you guys. Everybody that listens to me, I appreciate you making jokes and making laughs with me and at me. I love you guys.
All right, Vaughn. Better days ahead, baby. Stay strong.
Best of luck.
Vaughn, all the best to you, buddy. Here you go. Greek Misspeak, number 27.
This is your Greek Misspeak Review.
Super Bowl, big highlights. Obviously, the Patriots won 13-3. So many people were on the edge of their feet last night.
By the way, Greek, these new thank you notes that you picked up are absolutely beautiful. I don't even know where you find these things.
You know, I do for not, which I do for you.
What?
I do for not what I do for you.
Here's 20 for valet, and I'll see you at the next hula hoop conversation.
I not speak English.
Because my motto is if you can spend it and you can make it, spend it and make it. Yeah, you're being had and shabooped.
Welcome to I Don't Even Know. Now that's the name of the game.
He had an affair with a Toronto Maple Leaf one time.
Maple Leaf.
You know, you're not supposed to go outside when it lightens.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's an awesome one.
Not
Great
bad.
music, Jimmy, in the background. Great job.
Good one.
That was for you, Vaughn. If you're listening, I know you got a long journey ahead of you. Man, that sucks. But I hope it works out, and I hope you get there. That's a long layover. Wow. 877-927-6969. Back to Francis. Now, you had a situation. Am I the a-hole?
Yes. Am I the a-hole? Am I the jerk situation? And I do understand where the confusion was about the OnlyFans because that's part of it. So I ask your opinion on here. And I actually have a couple of them, but we will stick with this one for today. So on this thread, which you can find on Reddit, it's a subreddit, Am I the a-hole? But they spell out the a-hole part of it. Okay. This man wants to know if he's in the wrong reporting his fiance and her lover. And you're like, reporting her to what? So this guy's like, not long ago I was engaged. My girlfriend seemed like someone you could build a life with. She was beautiful, intelligent, admired, respected by everyone who knew her. She always had good ideas, instincts when it came to making money. Like, she would just seem like the perfect girl. He even said she was a girl of my dreams.
All right.
And I wanted to spend my whole life with her, genuinely. After 2 years together, I proposed. And we planned on getting married in Bali in 2025.
Ooh, it sounds
Fancy,
nice.
right? In March of this year, I noticed something off about her behavior. She started coming home 4 to 5 hours late, often with excuses that just didn't add up. I also noted she put the privacy screen on her phone, making it impossible to see what she was doing on her phone. She even started leaving the house looking like a diva. Her makeup was impeccable, dyeing her hair more frequently, changing her hairstyle. She'd always been well-groomed, but these changes seemed a bit excessive.
Sure, all the telltale signs, right?
Like something he said only models and stars do. He said, I started to feel uneasy, and the feeling wouldn't go away. So I put an air tag on her car to track where she was when she was late. The same day I did this, I saw she was far from home, and her car was parked in a rough area. So I drove like a madman until I found her car, and I waited. After several hours, she came out of the house with a man. Surprise, right? He's not. He said they kissed passionately as they left. Despite my anger, I remained calm and decided to talk to her when she got home. He's like, I let her leave first so she wouldn't see me, and then I headed home myself. When I got home, she was in the kitchen making dinner for me like nothing was wrong, right? He said I was furious, but I managed to stay calm during our confrontation. She said after several hours of listening to her excuses, tears, and lies, she finally told me the truth. So she had started a relationship with this guy He was involved in stealing credit card data from online store customers and convinced her to create an OnlyFans account and other adult live streaming sites. Together, they used the stolen credit cards to fund her modeling accounts and split the profits. So she was making a lot of money. At my instance, she showed me her OnlyFans and other accounts. After that, I quietly went to the couch and just fell asleep. This guy kept his cool. The next day, yeah, and this might have to be continue kind of situation, but the next day I contacted the police and I sent an email to the FBI explaining what my fiance was doing. I didn't tell her anything. I pretended to be upset but passive, and she believed me. Nothing happened for more than a week until one day police officers knocked on her door and arrested her. 1 month later, the FBI took over the case because her lover was part of a larger online scam group with many, many victims.
Okay.
So a few days ago, I got a call from my ex-fiance who's currently out on bail. She accused me of ruining her life, saying I overreacted and should have just broken up with her instead of getting her arrested. Now, I want to ask you all, am I the a-hole in this situation? Should I feel guilty for contacting the police and FBI?
No, I don't think so. I wouldn't have done it, but my gut reaction is I wouldn't have done it, but I don't think he's an a-hole for doing that now.
What do you think, G-Man?
I agree with Jimmy. She lied. She did that. Some people do stuff like that. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I agree with Jimmy, but I don't know if the guy, when people get cheated on or lied to, they flip out. She's lucky, they didn't end up.
And he didn't really.
Yeah,
as far as keeping his calm,
he knew what he. I think he knew what he was going to do.
It was a plan.
It was a plan. He planned it because if he would have lost it, then she would have been like, "Oh, what is he going to do next?"
Yeah.
So he kept it cool because he knew
that he was going to tell her. So she didn't want it. And again, when she first got popped, she probably didn't think it was him. Then probably figured out down the road.
And my guess is he probably, if he were to be very, very honest, he probably wanted him to get busted more than her.
And that's the thing. If anything, right? You may tell the cops and FBI on him because this guy is scamming innocent people too.
Yeah,
He's stealing credit card information. This guy's committing a crime and she's in on it. But it's true. If it was my fiance and I loved that person for so long, I don't know if I could turn them in. I don't know. I might be bitter enough if I see him cheating that I might. But I would definitely let the cops know about this crime that's going on because there's hundreds of innocent people that are being affected by this.
And the way you were reading it too, it almost made it sound like when she finally started to confess about what was going on, she almost made it sound like, at least the way that's worded, that like it's an excuse. It was no big deal. We were only doing this, and I wasn't really cheating per se.
But they were.
But he caught her. He caught them in a passionate kiss. So obviously they were.
Yeah, I mean, she admitted to cheating and stuff. She did. But
she did. Okay.
She did. She did it. But what they were doing. But in my mind, I don't know. I might. F cheaters, F scammers. Those people are terrible people. And she is, in fact, a scammer because she is profiting off this. They are splitting these in half. And the guy's using her body to create OnlyFans and using these stolen credit cards to fund it. So, you know what? Now that I think about it, we hear about people get scammed all the time. Screw them both.
The only thing,
I have no
Screw them both.
I mean, the only thing you got to be careful is if you do something like this, God forbid, and this guy's involved with a bigger ring, and it's millions of dollars.
Well, they said he was. That's why the FBI got involved.
Okay, so then there could be people who come after him. Then,
yeah,
you bring down a big cheese. All of a sudden, you know what? You start your car one day, and it's Tuesday was a nice day. So you don't know.
But blaming him and be like, I can't believe he did this. I mean, they're still showing that she shows no accountability for ripping people off, too.
No, she didn't care. I agree with Jimmy. I wouldn't do it, but I don't think he's wrong.
I know. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, maybe I would. Listen, I'm not a snitch, but you're ruining people's lives too, and I don't have.
And you're mad.
I don't have a soft spot in my heart for cheaters or for people who scam people. I mean, people get their whole retirement fund stolen from them and stuff. So
it's terrible.
I don't blame you one bit.
Yeah.
So I just know me where I'm just more passive that way, and I wouldn't want to create the stink a lot of times. So that's why I kind of think that might be the way I go about it. But you know what? If it happens to me and I'm in a fit of rage at that point, I might very well.
I know, and I'm passive too. You're right. I'm like you in that way. But reading this, I'm getting a little bit
and again
riled up.
For us, we're in a passive, with it because we're just reading it. Have it happen to us?
I think that's a great point. You know what? You're angry. You're mad. The real way to do it is just let it go, and then you get them like 2 years down the road. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
I weigh myself about once a week, and I am butt naked on the scale.
I did it the other day, also butt naked, but I had my phone in my hand, and I'm like, obviously.
20-pound phone.
Yeah, that's adding
This
a lot.
is
20-pound
why.
phone.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
The Hartford Small Business Insurance knows opening a small business is a great achievement. They offer custom insurance solutions to fit your needs. Get a quote and find why over 1 million small business owners trust them at thehartford.com/smallbusiness.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
A decent drive along your expressways this morning. Currently 95 of the Turnpike are accident-free. We do have some road work here on Lakeview Avenue westbound after Flagler Drive that'll be blocking your left lane. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career you'll love with flexibility, great pay and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces? Join their growing team. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. That's progressive.com/careers.
Hey, it's the Greek from Narosa Palm Beach, where you can party with the beautiful ladies 7 days a week to 5 a.m. And Friday night is Fetish Fridays, live fetish shows every hour. It's Narosa Palm Beach 7 days a week with a 5-star menu and beautiful ladies. And if you want to watch a sporting event, it's always on at Monrosa Palm Beach. You're a winner even if the team loses because you got the beautiful ladies of Monrosa Palm Beach. Open at 5 a.m. 7 days a week. It's Monroe's, baby. Peace.
Hurricane season is here. Is your home ready to handle strong winds and heavy rain? Don't stress. Expert Shutter Services is here to help. The largest storm shutter manufacturers on the Treasure Coast, Expert Shutter Services offers top-notch protection with Cat 5 rated Ultra Shield hurricane screens and Nautilus rolling shutters. Call Expert Shutter Services now for a free in-home consult at 772-871-1915. That's 772-871-1915. Expert Shutter Services. We're taking the shutter industry by storm.
Here's a surprising fact. More than half of men over 40 experience some degree of erectile dysfunction. Yes, it's more common than you may think. ED can be a sign of a more serious health condition, such as diabetes or heart disease. So if your partner is distant or having trouble in the bedroom, encourage him to speak to his doctor about it. Understand it's not your fault. Learn more about ED, its causes and treatment options by visiting edcure.org or call 561-944-8977. There, you can find a board-certified urologist in West Palm who specializes in treating erectile dysfunction beyond medication and access an ED assessment. If your partner has tried pills or injections and hasn't gotten results, it's time to learn about a permanent solution that's proven to be safe, reliable, effective, and satisfying. Visit edcure.org. That's edcure.org or call 561-944-8977. Sponsored by Boston Scientific.
From hurricanes to heat waves, Florida homeowners have seen it all. That's why they trust StormSmart. Stormcatcher screens, shutters, and impact windows provide year-round protection because smart is made to last. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Yikes! It's like a sauna in here. Isn't your garage supposed to keep your car protected from the summer heat so it's nice when you get in? This is like a giant brick oven with your car parked right where the pizza should be. If the point of a garage is to keep your car clean and comfortable all year round, how do you expect this leaky old tinfoil door to stand up to all that heat? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Garage doors should be insulated. If you love the door you have, we can add custom insulation to your existing bare metal panels. And if you're not so in love with the door you've got, we'll help you find a gorgeous new door with internally insulated panels to keep your garage cool and clean all summer long. And warm and clean all winter. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Tell you what, we'll bring you a pizza.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential.
But finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Granger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgranger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these days, generating growth is a challenge. By teaming with Bank of America, you'll not just stay ahead of the curve, you'll move it. With access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America N.A.
Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America N.A. Copyright 2024.
For more information about contests on this station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Sarah Spain with iHeart Women's Sports, presented by Capital One. Saturday's WNBA All-Star Game drew a record 3.44 million viewers, a 305% increase over last year's game, and 139% more viewers than the previous record of 1.44 million viewers in 2003. It was the largest WNBA audience ever on ESPN networks and the third most viewed WNBA event ever. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts.
With the Venture Card from Capital One, you earn unlimited 2x miles on every purchase. Plus, earn unlimited 5x miles on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel. Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
The final countdown begins. Team USA is headed to Paris, and iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of the games, plus NBC's top Olympic moments and live hourly updates from Paris. Bring the Summer Games with you everywhere you go. Download the free iHeart app now and enable push notifications for live updates from Paris. Only on iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
What Would Greek Do is brought to you by Monroe's of Palm Beach.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
So if I go to a bar and they have a robotic bartender and they got a sign that says tips go directly to our other bartenders, you're lying, because if you're giving all the tips to those bartenders, you would put a line that said all, and there were 3 lines underneath that all tips go to the other bartenders. And to be honest with you, I'm only going to the bar because I like looking at the bartender. Okay, I'm not going there for the freaking drinks.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Jeremy, I love you because you're honest and you're also shallow. That's why you fit on this show, my man. You are the best pool guy no matter what. My next pool, I'm definitely putting you in. It is The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Don't forget, a couple minutes, your chance to get tickets to a big concert coming at you. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hey.
And it's time for a Greek's Trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, Marlins last night won again. They beat the Orioles. 2 out of 3 over the weekend against the Mets, and then they beat the first place Orioles last night. So hats off to the Marlins. They're playing very good, and since the All-Star break, a winning record. And the Mets beat the Yankees last night 3-2. They got another game tonight. Going to be a big one. And the Mets are undefeated this year against the Bronx Bombers. Yankees lineup is unbelievable. Besides Judge, Soto, the rest of that team is not hitting. The average for their hitting is like 212, just not doing good. The NFL is in serious talks to expand the season to 18 games. Oh, my God. When will it be enough? That is just going to change the game. It is going to be so hard for these teams to really have a full season and not to get injuries. It's going to really, 17 is bad. 16 was bad. Used to be 12, then went to 14 over the years. And I know it's all about the money, but it looks like it's going to be an 18-game season, which is going to be tough. Dallas Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb, all-pro, wide receiver is not in camp. He wants more money. What else is new? Everybody wants more money. Dallas Cowboys, 3 big stars. There was no new deals with Parsons, with Dak, or with CeeDee Lamb. And we'll see what happens. Usually Jerry Jones caves in and gives the money at the end. He did it years ago with Emmitt Smith after they lost the first 2 games. Then gave Emmitt his raise, and the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. We'll see what happens. And that is your Greeks trifecta. Peace.
Well, last segment, we were talking about a woman that kind of got cheated on and scammed and was part of a scam. She cheated on her to-be fiance or to-be husband. So here's a scam that somebody shared. And if you're a DoorDash driver, listen up. And, of course, anytime that there's a scam, something could always come back to just everyone. So I'll read this to you. DoorDash driver on TikTok, Layman Record, recently shared a scam that other drivers should be mindful of. Here is what he had to say.
Look, y'all, another scam that's going on. So I'm like, let me do DoorDash. I get an order for Taco Bell for a pack of sauce. 1 pack of sauce. No food, no drink, no nothing. And then I get a call from DoorDash, and it's this detective saying, the order was placed fraudulently. Can you pull over? Let's do a 3-step verification process, and they're going to reimburse you the $19 or $20 or whatever. And then he asked for my card number, my CCV, and the expiration date. And that's when I knew it was a scam, and I called DoorDash, and they flagged the whole account. If you get a call about a detective, it's fraud. Don't deliver.
Now, of course, anytime that you're asked for your credit card information, that should be an immediate red flag. And it was for him, which is good. I'm glad he didn't get scammed out of anything. There was another way that this was kind of presented too within an article that was going on with this. So here's another scenario that could happen where a driver, if you're driving for DoorDash and you have something very similar to that happen where the only thing ordered was a pack of sauce from McDonald's or maybe a thing of salt. People do it, right?
I know, but I can't believe they deliver that.
and apparently they do it, but that's because they'll get the idea is what he's thinking when he sees that is that you get money for that because you'll still get paid, matter of fact, we read a story a couple months ago where some guy did that as a joke, but he ended up paying. He wanted to see if it would happen, if it would really work. I think he ordered a ketchup pack or something like that from McDonald's. DoorDash brought it to him. Now he gave him like a $20 tip to make it worth his while and everything, but that was legitimate. But here where they're doing it as a scam, where a driver might do that, see that, just want to fulfill the order. They go, they pick it up, but they will, on the way home, they'll receive a call from DoorDash support telling them the address maybe was incorrect, right? Something along those lines.
Okay.
Or like what happened to this dude here, right? And if they still want to get paid, they're going to have to follow a set of steps. And one of those steps is also to give up a certain code that DoorDash gives them. So it may not necessarily be a credit card scam like he just had. So if they ask you for that code, that's like one of those things that I guess if you're a DoorDasher, only you know, and that's specific to you. If you give that out, then maybe they can get information and they can take the money that you have in your DoorDash account. So that's how they do it as well. So it may not be necessarily, like I said, a credit card scam. So it's just if it's something that you do out there, it's just another one of those type of scams that can be placed on some people. So, yeah, if you're not a DoorDasher, maybe it doesn't necessarily apply to you, but it's also something that if you want to get into that type thing, to be careful. But we're just seeing more and more scams and more ways that people are trying to find to scam other people. So anytime I see something like that, I like to bring that up.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
great. And it's a shame, too, because like you said, you got to be worried about every single thing today. And the more you use your credit card out there all over the place and order different things, the more it's exposed. And for most people today, they're always using it, 10, 15 times a day, ordering stuff, getting stuff, food, whatever. And then it's out there, and it's not a great thing for you. And remember, the people out there that are committing all these crimes are pretty smart. You might not think that, but they do know what they're doing. Jimmy, is it time for a 3-Word Wednesday?
It sure is. We have a pair of tickets to go see Limp Bizkit Tuesday, August 6th at I Think Financial Amphitheater. If you want to go to this show, give us a call right now, 877-927-6969. We're going to play one of our new games, 3-Word Wednesday. This game is pretty easy. I'm going to give you 3 words, and you have to guess the word that corresponds with those words. Typically, the 3 that I give you will go in front or in back of the word that we're looking for. As an example, loser, throat, spot. Loser, throat, spot. What word would go with loser, throat, or spot, Franny?
Sore.
Bingo, sore throat. And that's how, sore loser, sore throat, sore spot.
All right.
Right?
Okay.
Kind of goes together, and that's exactly how that game works.
You put me on the spot. I had a freak out moment, but okay. Yeah.
But you got it.
I got
That's
it.
exactly how this
Okay.
game works. If you want to go see Limp Bizkit, the show's going to be great. Tuesday, August 6th at I Think Financial Amphitheater. All the details and another chance to win are at realradio921.com/contest. But I see we got some callers here. I'm going to get them lined up, and we'll get going in a minute.
Thank you so much, Jimmy. There's a chance to win right now. Give us a call at 877-927-6969. Dolphins open training camp officially this Sunday. And if you go to their website, you'll see they have about 11 days that are open to the public. So if you want to check out the Dolphins in training, it's always an exciting day. The facility is beautiful. It's new, a couple of years. Go see Tyreek Hill, Tua, all the guys practicing. And if you have kids, it's a great place to bring the kids and just have a good time. There's so many activities for the children. It's a great day. But go to their website and check it out. Their first preseason game is coming up in about 2 weeks. They are getting ready. But it's a fun day. It really is. You'll have a great time checking out the Dolphins. Don't forget 1017. They are going to be handling the Dolphins for us. That's right. All the Dolphin games will be there. Just like opening day. As opening day, they take on the Jaguars, and you'll be able to hear it on 1017. For us, you'll be able to hear the Gators live all football season long. That's coming up before you know it. Less than a month as they open up against the Canes. Canes, the Canes and the Gators. That's going to be a great Saturday afternoon game. I already know where I'm going to be for that, right after the locker room. Very excited. College football is right around the corner. So college football, the Gators on Real Radio, 1017, you can hear the Miami Dolphins. So you guys got a good lineup for football, and make sure you're always listening because we do appreciate you guys tuning in to Real Radio. Jimmy, are we ready?
We are ready. We're starting today's contest with Brandon. He got through first. Brandon, welcome to the Penthouse. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm good. How are y'all?
We're doing good, Brandon. You ready to play?
Yes, sir.
All right, Brandon. This is 3-Word Wednesday. I'm going to read you 3 words, Brandon. You want to come up with the word that would be the most associated with that, right? So figure that the words that I give you would go in front or in back of the word that we're looking for, okay?
Yep.
All right, here is your 3 words. Show, life, row. Show, life, row. What word would go with show, life, or row?
Boat.
Bingo. That's how you win right there. Hold on. I'll even get a little bell. Ding, 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 ding,
Nice
ding, ding,
job.
ding, ding.
Last time we went through like 12 people.
Yeah.
You got it first up.
That was the first one I ever got.
Well,
Jimmy got it too. His hands went straight up in the air.
First one ever.
It helps when kind of like that hint where it goes with it, right? It'll go in
Nice
front of
job.
it or back of it. That seemed to make a big difference last week, so I thought we'd add that in there. We're not really giving a hint, but we're sort of making it a little bit more understandable. Great job, Brandon. I'm going to put you on hold. If you can hang tight for a couple minutes, when we go to break, I'm going to get back on the line with you off air, and we'll get you set up with those tickets, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
All right.
Great
Nice.
job, Jimmy.
That's how you do it right there.
Great job. And also coming up with 3-Word Wednesday. Very good concept. Very cool. Very fun. Thank you for everything that you do for the show. Always a good job. There is a bar that opened up about a year ago. It's called Sports Bra, and it's in Portland, and it only shows women's sports. And now it is doing very well, and they are planning to franchise. The Fort Lauderdale Network had this story about it, and when it first came out, I think a lot of people were like, nah, but I was like, man, there's going to be a lot of women. They're going to want to watch it. And with the WNBA and college basketball doing very well, it's doing really,
I
really
remember
good.
talking about this.
Yeah.
I do.
Been
while
around a little
ago. It has.
Yeah, and now it's nationwide. People are talking about it.
Okay.
And
They
they're
have other locations, or it's still just Portland?
Portland, but they're
Okay.
franchising them.
Okay.
And they're going to go out, and they said they've seen a huge profit this year, way more than they anticipated. I also saw this story on CBS, but ESPN had it. And again, the two guys that started it, when they first came out, people were like, you're crazy. But like a lot of things in life, people say you're crazy. And you know what? It works.
Well, good for them.
And women are there. And if you're a guy, why not go there if you're looking for a woman?
Right.
I mean, that's a good place to go. But it's called the Sports Bra, and now they say they have plans to franchise throughout the country. And I'm sure they will pop up everywhere. But when these two first did this in Portland, people were like, what are you doing? You're going to go bankrupt. But no, they surprised there. And I'm sure they have good food because they talked about that in the segment. You got to have good food there. I
If
think
you want
that
people to keep on coming back, yes, good food, good drinks, and then all the television screens. That's what makes a good sports bar.
I think one thing that you won't have there that you have at other places, and it depends on how many guys go. Again, they were showing videos and stuff like that. It's more women than men. But I don't know if you're going to have a lot of trouble there, people getting out of line. They said there was a lot of women going there with their children. A lot of people, like I said, WNBA, all different things like that. But so far, they're doing very good in their first year. And these guys a year ago, they didn't really think they were going to do too well, but they said they showed a huge profit. So hats off to them. And you never know. You might see a sports bra around here someplace. Like I said, when it first came out, people were like, no way. But no, it's making them money. And good for them. People are getting out there. I'm sure the WNBA is helping them. And, other things with women's sports is just picking up. But when you first started, you're like, what are they going to show? How can they do it 24 hours a day? But that's what they're doing. But I do think the food is definitely good for them. And I think people are coming back for that. You have to have good food in any situation. Even if it's a sports bar that's got sports on. If the food sucks, you hear about it all the time. People are like, it's not that great. Average golfer spends how much a year? I was surprised about this amount. Again, Jimmy always tells us it's the average because I know people who spend a ton of money on golf. What do you think the average is for a golfer?
Really quick, before I don't mean to cut you off, but I just saw this text before it's too late because there's only a couple minutes. Can we repeat the 11 o'clock keyword?
Sure, we got a couple minutes left for the 11 o'clock keyword, and that is check. CHECK. Go to realradio921.com. That window will pop right up for you. Enter check, and you'll be in the running for this hour's $1,000.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Average golfer, what do you think he spends a year on golf? I was shocked.
$2,000.
Francis?
I'll say $2,001.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
What is it?
Jimmy is correct. The average golfer spends $1,250.
So you're not correct.
Wait,
but
what? $1,250?
$1,250.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you're close.
Guess sort of close?
Yeah. I mean, we both would have lost because
You're
we went
very
over.
close. I thought 5,000.
I'm saying if we were in Prices Right, we would have lost. Can't go
Yeah,
over.
big time.
I should have said $1.
Yeah, $1. $1,250, huh? So I mean, I don't. I'm just thinking greens fees alone. What are they up to now? Anywhere? I mean, I know it varies.
Yeah,
so
I would say at least $100.
$100 for green fees? They've gone up that much? Holy crap!
Well, man, again, I'm only what I hear from people in Boca, so I don't know. Maybe it's more.
Wow.
And then you got golf.
More? Yeah. Holy Jesus!
Oh yeah, some golf courses there. Forget it. The fees. Broken down, you got to pay $100,000 a year just to be a member. And that's for golf and tennis, but still, I mean, $1,250 seems very inexpensive. And clubs and apparel.
Well, that's true too. If you join a club, so if they
more.
add that, if you add that in, that'll really bring that number up.
Wait,
Yeah.
like you said, it's the average. We were talking about season tickets and tickets for sports fans. I have a good friend of mine who spent over $20,000 on Panther tickets just for the playoffs.
It seems ridiculous, but I think the price of golf balls is really going up too. I mean, because that's something you consistently buy. I mean, once you buy one set of clubs, I mean, you're going to keep them probably for a while.
Yep.
I would think. But you get a new driver every now and then. That's a few $100. So yeah.
They
I
said
can
the
see
golf
that.
bag was about, with the clubs, I think like $600, $650 average. Again, you can go way up.
Yeah.
But
That's a one-time thing. I mean,
yeah.
you don't purchase them every, once a year.
No,
right?
At
least I don't think you are anyway.
No, I think from what I hear from most people, 5-6 years, unless something comes about.
All right.
Maybe every once in a while you get a new driver or a new piece.
Yeah.
But then clothes you wear, things like that. But if you go to a club, the amount. So I thought $1,250 was not a lot.
Regripping the irons, that stuff like that. You got to add that in too. That's over the time. I had no idea the green fees were like $100 plus.
I guess to play around, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's what I thought I hear. But
I'm sure we have golfers out there who can let us know. 47142. A lot of people golf.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And participate on that text line like some people did about the MIA whole situation. This guy who was going to he was engaged and he found out his girl was cheating on him, but she also was cheating on him with a guy who was part of this big credit card scam, started OnlyFans. That's how they were funding her. So he reported her to the police and him to the FBI. And so we have to the guy with the cheating girlfriend. I would have hidden an 8-ball of cocaine in her purse after I called the cops. So got her with a double whammy.
Nice.
The a-hole, no, he's not. The ex-fiance and other man are for taking people's money. I am with you there. There we go. And then they said in a way, this guy was also covering his own ass to make sure that if and when they did get busted, he wasn't considered any part of it, which the cops may have looked at that, right? If he's engaged to this girl. So thank you, Robot Bartender. It says, if I leave a tip for a robotic bartender, it would be a can of WD-40. Is what we got in there.
That's funny. I like that.
And then we have, you also have to watch out for the DoorDash Dine and Dash, okay? And then that's just $50 more than average person spends at a gym with food and trainer. Yeah, is what you had mentioned yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They said that what you just mentioned is just $50 more than the average person spends at a gym with the food and the trainer a year.
Yeah, again, these are the averages. So that's where it breaks down. And that's where the number sometimes can be deceiving if you have a number in your head. I thought both numbers were low for the golfer and for going to the gym because you just...
Yeah, I just don't. Did you find if that number was accurate? I still don't buy that number. To me, that's so low.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
He's like, I didn't look it up to see if it was real.
I didn't look it up yesterday.
No. I just threw it out there.
$12.50 sounds good.
$12.50.
I'll use it for the golfer too, Jimmy. That works out.
Sounds right.
Come on, that's why you people are out there. You got to get involved.
Who cares?
I mean, we're throwing it out there.
I don't care about accuracy around here.
As long as we hit it every once in a while, it's good enough. It is the Penthouse on a tequila day. We're going to come back with some fun facts about tequila. I am looped up for this one. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
When the smart speaker you gave your parents eventually becomes yours, tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it. Woo! Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
A decent drive along your expressways this morning. Currently 95 of the Turnpike are accident-free. We do have some road work here on Lakeview Avenue westbound after Flagler Drive that'll be blocking your left lane. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back. Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cash Back Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
It's the time of year when everyone is making plans to hit the road. If you're gearing up to get outside, Amazon Automotive is here to help. Whether you're hitting the beach, the trail, or somewhere in between, you'll find great deals on parts and accessories for your car, truck, motorcycle, or RV. Simply visit us online to customize your vehicle with a wide selection of floor mats, bike racks, camping equipment, power sports, accessories, and more. Get going today at Amazon.com/automotive. That's Amazon.com/automotive.
Yikes! It's like a sauna in here. Isn't your garage supposed to keep your car protected from the summer heat so it's nice when you get in? This is like a giant brick oven with your car parked right where the pizza should be. If the point of a garage is to keep your car clean and comfortable all year round, how do you expect this leaky old tinfoil door to stand up to all that heat? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Garage doors should be insulated. If you love the door you have, we can add custom insulation to your existing bare metal panels. And if you're not so in love with the door you've got, we'll help you find a gorgeous new door with internally insulated panels to keep your garage cool and clean all summer long. And warm and clean all winter. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Tell you what, we'll bring you a pizza.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
In today's Marketers Report, Kate Cronin, Chief Brand Officer of Moderna, weighs in on the speed of audio production.
In this day and age, and particularly at Moderna, where we have new information coming out on a regular basis, being able to feed that information to the audio format makes being nimble and pivoting easy, and that's what I really like about it.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Just dial pound law. That's all. Morgan & Morgan, America, and now the universe's largest injury law firm.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Hot and humid this afternoon with temperatures in the low 90s, but feeling like the triple digits. An isolated shower thunderstorm is possible, mainly inland through the evening. Partly cloudy, warm and humid tonight, with temperatures returning to the upper 70s by Thursday morning. No storm chance through the end of the week.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance makes it easy to save money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
From hurricanes to heat waves, Florida homeowners have seen it all. That's why they trust StormSmart. Storm catcher screens, shutters, and impact windows provide year-round protection because smart is made to last. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
High five! Up top! Heck yeah!
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years!
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep. Dave's feeling it, but it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings. Powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping.
Ends 8/21/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword GREEN at realradio921.com. That's GREEN. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Thanks for always tuning in. Just had a big giveaway. Always have a big giveaway for you guys every single day. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hello.
And on National Tequila Day, she's got some fun facts.
It's Fanny's Fun Facts. All righty. And yes, keep on suggesting tequila. We have another person who did text in, and they said Sincoro is their jam. That is the Michael Jordan one, along with, what's a bus? What's her name? Lakers owner. I know she's another one of the big ones.
I forget her name.
But it's something bus, right?
Yeah. It's bus. I forget her name. It starts with a J.
Yeah, I know.
Genie
Bus. There you go. And a couple other big names are on there. But yes, we did have a vote for that. It says Sincoro, delicious, smooth, no bite, a bit expensive, but if you can afford it, try it. And that's from Scott and Jupiter. So thank you, Scott. And then, yes, let's get into some fun facts about tequila. So we're going to start here.
Tequila. Yeah, your sister says.
We mentioned this before.
That's pretty catchy.
We should actually do something with that. We should. We should.
Let me write that down.
Only lyric? Tequila.
It is.
It is. It's my husband's go-to karaoke song. Tequila must be produced in specific regions of Mexico, just like champagne must be from Champagne region of France. To officially be called champagne, the same rings true for tequila. Any true tequila produced outside of Mexico is simply an agave spirit. I mentioned it can be good for your health, so drink up in moderation, of course, like everything. Shown that certain components in tequila help break down dietary fat, which can lower levels of bad cholesterol.
Wow, look how healthy I am.
Taking a shot after dinner can also aid in digestion.
Nice.
I am going to do that. I'm going to take a shot after dinner to aid in digestion every night
and
now.
Lunch and breakfast.
And breakfast. Hammered by the end of the day. Yep, and after I'm done drinking my water. There is a car that runs on tequila.
Really?
1964, Chrysler developed a turbine engine that would run on anything flammable, including tequila.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yes, they said, however, the cars were quite expensive, about $400,000 in today's dollars. Jay Leno actually owns one of the three in existence.
I believe it. If there's somebody,
that
him or Jerry Seinfeld, one of the two, most known car enthusiasts that I know. And you thought $3.40 a gallon was expensive. Imagine trying to fill that puppy up.
Oh my goodness, I couldn't. There is a bottle of tequila that went for $225,000. That is a record as a platinum. Let me see, Guinness World Records. I wanted to look it up because it only gives you record most expensive, $225,000. A platinum and white gold tequila bottle was sold by Tequila Ley to a private collector in Mexico City, Mexico. They said the bottle was filled with a unique 6-year aged 100% blue agave tequila. At the time, though, I guess this one makes it really special, the bottle alone, because that tequila itself is only $2,500. So maybe this is like a limited edition, and that's why $225,000. $25,000. People are out of their minds.
Gold in
You
a
don't-
bottle or something.
Yeah, like you don't drink that, right? You just look at it. There is a tequila that doesn't give you a hangover, and it's the type. Tequila's notorious. People always like, oh, I can't drink tequila anymore. Worst hangovers. However, Blanco, drink the silvers. A lot of them, 100% pure agave, don't contain sugar or corn syrup that's found in other spirits that can cause hangovers. A lot of the darker spirits, right? So it doesn't give you a hangover. And I have done that. I just need to learn to stick with it. If you just stick strictly to that and don't mix or
You're
don't put
good?
any stuff, you are good. I've woken up going, wow, this really works. And then I ruin it the next day by drinking a
Mixing.
margarita or something. Yeah, by mixing it. It really does. I've experimented with just doing Blanco. Tequila can be turned into diamonds.
Ooh.
Group of Mexican physicists found out the chemical composition of tequila lies in the diamond growth region, and they've actually produced diamonds using it. However, they do say they're too small to be used for jewelry, so itty bitty, tiny. In Mexico, they don't shoot tequila. They sip it, even if it's not this big high-end tequila. They said it's considered a sophisticated spirit that should be sipped slowly to savor the flavor, like a fine Kentucky bourbon. They said, additionally, when you go to Mexico, asking for salt and lime is a trademark of a cheap tequila because those are used to mask the flavor of it. Yes. And then just a couple more here, finally. The men who harvest agave plants are called humidors. Not all heroes wear capes. Those humidors are heroes.
I love it.
I do too. And for a National Tequila Day, finally here, 5 official classifications. Blanco, known as a silver. There's Joven, aka Gold. Those are the youngest varieties, typically unaged. Some rested for a month or two to help, that bite of liquor. You may also see these rested tequilas marketed as Suave. Jovens are generally blended, and I've never heard of that. Either with aged tequila or merely with colorants and sweeteners to achieve that gold shade. Then you also have the Reposado tequilas. They have the least aging, but these are the aged styles with the spirits resting in barrels from anywhere to 2 months to a year. And añejos, in turn, are aged from 1 to 3 years. And then you have extra añejo these days. This is a relatively new classification, introduced mid-2000s, and they are aged a minimum of 3 years. And there you go for your Tequila Day fun facts.
Thank you, Francis. Great job as always. It is National Tequila Day, so maybe have a tequila on us. College football will be here before you know it. First game of the year is Florida State and Georgia Tech, and that's going to be Saturday, August 24th. My God, college football is right around the corner. That is exciting news. That is exactly 1 month away. And before you know it, it will be football season, and I know a lot of people are very excited about that. Don't forget the Dolphins are going to be in camp, and you could go see the Dolphins. Go to their website, check it out down their facility. A lot to do for the kids if you want to bring them, and they have a lot of different activities. Jimmy, I know you had a story about Door Dashers.
We did it last segment. You
okay,
want to talk about it again?
No, all right.
It's a scammer. We got this, and you were just talking about the football training camp. Tua announced he will be attending training camp. Did you say that in one of your trifectas?
No.
This is according to our good friend Evan. He keeps an eye on the sports stuff, so he's usually really reliable when it comes to this. Apparently, that's great news. Shows that he's a team player. That's Jimmy at realradio921.com. Evan wrote into our email there. But, apparently Tua announced he will attend training camp. So if you were wondering whether or not he was going to hold out or not, at least according to that information, he will be in camp. But still wants a deal, though. He still wants money.
I think it's a good thing. Jordan Love is not – he's in camp, but he's not getting involved in anything. Like, he's not going to do any of the drills because he said in case he gets hurt or something, freak accident, falls down or something. It happens. But he is in camp, and they gave him credit for that. But the Packers have said they're working on a deal. Tua, on the other hand, is a little different. It seems that they have a little bit of a disconnect about the guaranteed money for Tua. But he did say all along, and even when he was at the Palm Beach Autographs last week, somebody asked him, he said, I'll be in camp. And so he made it clear he's going to be there and participate, and hopefully there'll be a deal done. I don't know. We'll see. Because I think if he doesn't get a deal, it's going to linger all year, and that's not a good thing for Dolphin fans or for the team. But high expectations for the Dolphins this year. Last 2 years, they made the playoffs. We'll see what happens this year. Will they go farther in the playoffs? They haven't won a playoff game in 23 years. That's a bad thing. Jimmy, I know the Friday night, the Olympics are going on, and who is the big singer? I'm a little surprised about this, but it's good news.
Well, I'm a little surprised, too, because I didn't know she would be able to sing anymore, but apparently Celine Dion is going to be there, and she's going to perform Friday during the Olympics opening ceremony. Looks like she's going to get paid a whopping $2 million for it, too, for one song. They're also footing the bill for travel and accommodations for Celine and her family. A source says, quote, they're paying a ton of money, a ridiculous amount, apparently. This will be Celine's first performance since she stepped away from the stage in 2022 after being diagnosed with stiff person syndrome. Speaking of the Olympics as well, Snoop Dogg, well, we've mentioned that he's going to be somebody carrying the torch. He apparently is going to be the second to the last person carrying the torch, at least according to this article.
Do they say who's going to hand it off to?
No, it doesn't. No word on it, at least as of this particular article. So I don't know who he's going to give it to.
I wonder if that's probably got to be a bet out there, right? Who's going to be the person to light the torch?
I would think so, right? Because then that person actually technically does the lighting, right? Are you a little surprised? I'm a little surprised by that.
That's new.
If this was in a USA city, I could see it more. Is he that popular in France?
International star. I
guess,
mean, I guess he is. But I'm curious who's going to do it.
Who's going to light the torch?
Yeah. They also
Talk
have
to a girl?
Maybe.
Could be.
Local Coco Gauff is going to be Team USA flag bearer for the Paris Olympics because we talked about how LeBron James and they were going to make the announcement for women, and yesterday they did. And our very own Delray Beach girl Coco Gauff is going to be the flag bearer for USA.
Excellent.
Yeah, so very cool for her. She is the youngest I've heard too, I believe, from the U.S. to be a flag bearer.
Who is going to light the torch? I remember years ago when he was in L.A., everybody remember Muhammad Ali did it. He was the one who lit the torch. Yeah. But I wonder who would do it this year. Kim Kardashian?
Do they always leave it as a surprise, or do we normally find out?
I don't know.
Is it a torch or is it a cauldron? What do you call it? It's right?
It's a torch. I mean, yeah.
You can see what it says. Maybe they do have something up there. I'm sure they do have odds. I don't know if I heard who's going to be lighting the torch.
They would have announced it because they say, even in not looking all the articles of Snoop, it doesn't say who he's passing it to.
Yeah, so I'm sure you could bet on it. I guess somebody who's, I don't know. I'm trying to think who you can maybe do.
According to the Olympic, they call it who lights the Olympic cauldron on the night of the opening ceremonies is one of the sport's best kept secrets with less than a dozen people in the know. So 2024 organizing committee president Tony Estangue said the person who light the cauldron on Friday was not yet aware they have been selected. And this was just on Sunday. So it is a very last minute thing.
So it's got to be somebody who's in Paris, obviously.
And they don't tell you who it is because they probably don't want you to open your mouth either. They say, yeah, it's one of the sport's best kept secrets.
So I guess they quit like 5 minutes before. Hey, what are you doing? I want you to light the torch. Man, who would be?
Interesting.
And I would have guessed Snoop Dogg. But
See,
I think it's going to be somebody French.
From France.
Yeah.
France. Yeah, I'm going along those lines.
So this is where they think they're top contenders. You probably don't know who they are, which I don't either. Marie-José Pérec, 56-year-old, widely considered to be France's best Olympian of all time with 3 gold medals across 2 games in athletics. Then they have Omar Sy. The star of The Untouchables, West African origin, is one of France's most beloved personalities. If you look him up, he was in Lupin, you would know who he is. Okay. Great actor. Let's see. I'm probably messing up these names. Zinedine Zidane. If you're a soccer fan, you probably know. France's greatest soccer player who helped Les Bleus to the first World Cup title. Thomas Pesquet, Frenchman, is the most experienced European astronaut with almost 400 days spent in space. And let's see. And then they have the survivors from the November 13, 2015 attacks. Paris Mayor Anne Hidalgo says she decided to support the Olympic bid for these people after we know the Islam squads killed 130 people in the night of carnage across Paris, 2015. So there was a bunch of survivors, and they're saying maybe they would be the ones who light the cauldron altogether. So that's their picks. And I guess it's one of those things that we're just going to have to wait a couple days to see.
Till Friday night. Before you know it, it will be here. Less than 48 hours away, and you will be Olympic out for the next 2 weeks. That will control the sports world and a lot of the narrative and a lot of social media. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we can do very well. And we get some gold medals.
Yeah, listen, I mean, they're saying that we probably will. We have a couple texts here. At 47142, they said they weren't able to mass produce a tequila-powered car because everybody behind it kept on getting drunk. Yeah, that could make sense.
That's funny. I got a DUI because of the guy in front of me.
But speaking of golf clubs, somebody says they need their wood regripped. We also have average green fee in Palm Beach County are $190 for residents, $250 for out-of-state.
Wow.
According to that text, green fees in summer can be $20 to $80 depending on a course. I play the Palm Beach County courses, and those are less than $50 in summertime and up to $75 in season for Palm Beach County residents. On a second note, just want to thank you guys for the tickets to the Sammy Hagar concert. I saw the opening show 2 weeks ago, and he was awesome, guys. 76 years old and played for 2 hours. Sounded great. Wow. Thanks again for the tickets. That's from Tom. More tequila. My wife was a passive person until after a few shots of tequila. Then she would become an MMA fighter. And then we just have a Focus G-Focus that came through the text. And then we also had, it'll be funny if Snoop uses a torch to light an enormous fatty.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
And then, I don't want to. Celine Dion, no poking fun of her. This is a text message regarding stiff person syndrome, which is something she has. Says, I suffer from that disease in my pants every time Greek gets a flat tire. What? I don't understand what that means. I don't get it, but I thought it was me just every time you think of Greek. I thought that's all he was going to say, but then the flat tire came along. You can always participate.
Everybody has a lot of weird turn-ons.
Yeah.
To each their own. Judge for his own.
Participate any way you want, even if it's weird. It doesn't make sense.
Oh, you're saying it's weird?
47142 started off with Real Radio. So today's not only National Tequila Day, it's also National Drive-Thru Day.
Drive-thru?
Drive-thru.
Okay.
So
Right.
I can
Yes.
drive through and just keep going?
Is that how?
Yeah, let's go.
Like a drive-thru
Yeah,
restaurant.
I'm going to White Castle, get some drive-thru,
There you
and I'm just going
go.
to keep right on going.
There you go.
I'm going to pick up Vaughn, and we're going to go to Minnesota.
So these are drive-thru workers spilling some of the craziest things they've ever seen at work, all right? And it could be no picnic. We hear now people get shot, like people jump behind the counter. It's insane. People get so mad if you forget their order of fries or ketchup that go with it. They really do. So this one is titled A Morning Cup of What? So I had a guy come through at Tim Hortons, which I don't think we have Tim Hortons here, but in the morning, go to give him his coffee, and he asks me to wait a second. Said he grabs a beer from his cup holder, chugs the rest of it, throws it out the open passenger window, takes the coffee out of my hands and says, thank you, and drives away. Weird things people have seen. It's in the morning, jugs of beer, throws it out the passenger, so that's a jerky move.
That's little.
And he's drinking and driving. That's a pretty jerky move, too. This one is titled The Odd Couple. I worked at a McDonald's last year. We had a regular drive-thru customer who was odd. He had a huge beard and was wearing a Hawaiian button-up shirt and always had a fake skeleton wearing a hat in the passenger seat. I still don't have any idea why. Fake skeleton or not. I don't understand it. I'm guessing he was probably trying to scam the HOV lane, right?
Maybe.
I mean, that would be my
Did he ever buy anything for
assumption.
the skeleton every day?
Yeah, can I have 2 coffees? And he poured it and it just went everywhere.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, they said a guy nonchalantly ordered a slice of cheese pizza. He said while his hands were covered in blood.
Oh.
He didn't acknowledge it at all. He's like, I gave him some extra napkins.
Ooh.
Like, did that guy just murder somebody? Hands covered in blood.
I think you cut yourself there, buddy.
Uh-huh. I was working drive-thru at Hardee's, my first job, 10 p.m. Friday night. Someone comes into the drive-thru. They order strawberry malt. As part of my scripting, I ask if they want to add 2 apple turnovers for 99 cents. They agree. Cool. Your total's $3.14. Pull the next window. And they didn't. They were laughing. And there's a lot of noise. And then the noise continued. And there was more laughing. Tentatively, I poked my head out of the window and saw 6 high school kids carrying a sofa. They hauled a sofa to the window and asked for me to dump the milkshake all over the sofa. They said, whatever. They paid for it, so I enjoyed it. Yeah.
High school prank.
Yeah, but whose sofa did they take, and why would they order milkshake to be poured all over it? That is very odd. I'd be like, is this real life? Yeah, high school students with a sofa. They said once a guy handed us a Chihuahua puppy through the window, said something ominous about getting rid of it if we didn't want it. Luckily, the supervisor at the time was cool about it. Little guy hung out in a fry box for a while. The supervisor's younger brother ended up adopting it.
Oh, that's nice.
Just gave it to him. I don't want this. You guys want a puppy?
It's terrible.
Terrible.
Well, it's nice you had a home.
Well, yes, that somebody ended up keeping it. Yes. Yeah, but man. A friend of mine works at an ice cream place. The woman ordered 5 ice cream cones. When she pulled around, they saw that the woman had 4 dolls buckled into the back seat.
Wow. Justified.com or what?
Cuckoo.
If you can't get one for everybody, you don't get it.
Oh, my God.
I have to buy the whole crew one.
Weirdest things people at drive-thrus have seen.
No sex things, huh?
I work at Arby's in Indiana. About a year ago, a woman came through with a pet monkey and a diaper on a leash. She handed me her money, acted like everything was normal. When I went to hand her change, the monkey jumped in the window, took the change, and hopped back in.
Wow. That's impressive.
Nice.
Oh, my God.
Coming to a circus near you.
Yeah. They said, I work at a McDonald's. I have a customer that drives through almost every day, twice a day, and he's always shaving his face with an electric razor. That's weird. They said every time.
Gotta look good. Got that Big Mac?
Wow.
And I'm surprised. Like I said, no sexual stories. I thought somebody would be saying somebody would be getting on or something like that. By the time they picked up the food, there was something
Flashing
going on.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, not sex, but broken up, broken heart to go. So a girl and her boyfriend come through the drive-thru, get their food, and take off. Next car pulls up, and it's a guy bawling his eyes out. Turns out the girl in the car ahead of him was his girlfriend, and she was just cheating on him with the guy in the front.
And he was following him, I guess.
Oh, that sucks. Well, maybe, no, it could have been an accident. That's why he was bawling.
Oh.
Could you imagine, like, going and you're looking, and you can kind of see her, and you're just like, is that? But...
Oh, that's
or maybe he was following. Who knows?
Maybe following.
Maybe.
But that's worse. I mean, like if you just go in there and say you got to get a cheeseburger, and all of a sudden you look in front, and he goes, "That my girlfriend?"
I feel like getting to the McDonald's. Let me go down. What? What are you doing?
Yeah, a lot of weird things. Handed some 50-year-old guy his ice cream cone, and when he took it, he asked me with a straight face, do you believe in unicorns? I was taken by surprise at his question, and before I could answer, he slammed the cone on his forehead and drove off normally.
Oh, my God. What a psycho.
That is so good.
I love it. I love it.
Do you believe in unicorns?
Boom.
Right on the forehead.
You know that's on TikTok somewhere.
That is pretty good. If you worked at a drive-thru or maybe you just went and witnessed anything crazy like that, let us know. 47142. Started off with Real Radio.
One of the best videos I saw that was like that, a prank as far as a drive-thru, is somebody was able to, and it was a very thin person, so obviously it makes it easier. He dressed himself so that he looked like the seat, the driver's seat, and the headrest had like a mesh front on it so he could see out of it, and he was driving the vehicle that way. So he'd come up through the drive-thru, and then of course he'd kind of keep his arms to the side where they couldn't really see it, and the person at the drive-thru would look into the window, and there would be nobody driving the vehicle.
Funny.
And it was really, it's a costume to kind of look like that, so you got to kind of picture that. But people were like, "What's going on here? This car's driving by itself."
And somebody ordered, but there's nobody in there.
And then he would take off, and it would scare the, obviously it was to scare the people working there.
I'm surprised the Florida story didn't make it in here, where that one guy threw an alligator into a Wendy's. Remember that one?
Yeah, that was a
tossed
classic.
an alligator right into the Wendy's window.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Whew, some crazy stuff out there. You guys give it to us all the time. It is a Wednesday. WWGD coming up in the next hour. We'll come back and so much more.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
I weigh myself about once a week, and I am butt naked on the scale.
I did it the other day, also butt naked, but I had my phone in my hand, and I'm like, obviously.
20-pound phone.
Yeah, that's adding
This is
20-pound
why.
phone.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
The Hartford Small Business Insurance knows opening a small business is a great achievement. They offer custom insurance solutions to fit your needs. Get a quote and find why over 1 million small business owners trust them at thehartford.com/smallbusiness.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Lunchtime drive up to speed along the Palm Beaches. No significant delays on 95, accident-free if you're traveling the Turnpike. Make sure to slow down for bicycles on the ride. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, N.A. Copyright 2024.
The doctor's office that mixed up your files has your Social Security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info and last 3 addresses. Your info is in endless places that could accidentally expose your info to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Hey, it's Greek. When you imagine your retirement, what do you think? What do you see? You see yourself drinking a pina colada, hanging on the beach, or maybe sailing in your boat or fishing. Well, all that can happen if you have a good retirement plan, but you need a unique plan and for your goals to reach your thought process of what your retirement should be. Call Trajan Well today at 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. South Florida is one of the best places to live in our country, and you should enjoy all the perks, and you can only do that with a good retirement plan. You worked hard your whole life. Let Trajan Wealth help you retire and enjoy. 561-390-1000. Offices in West Palm Beach. Enjoy South Florida today with a great retirement plan. Call Trajan Wealth at 561-390-1000. Pace. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
High five. Up top. Heck yeah.
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep. Dave's feeling it, but it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping. Woo!
Ends 8/21/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I get those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
You can host the best backyard barbecue. You find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The best nugs are now even better. Wendy's new saucy nugs take the nugs you love and sauce them up in bold flavors, including buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, and spicy ghost pepper. Try them all today. For a whole new way to nug, it's gotta be Wendy's, a participating U.S. Wendy's.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Hot and humid this afternoon with temperatures in the low 90s, but feeling like the triple digits. An isolated shower thunderstorm is possible, mainly inland through the evening. Partly cloudy, warm and humid tonight, with temperatures returning to the upper 70s by Thursday morning. So storm chance through the end of the week.
This report is sponsored by Assurance Power Systems. Hurricane season is here, and Assurance Power Systems is ready to help. As an authorized Power Pro Premier Generac dealer, you'll work with the best to get prepared for your next power outage. Visit assurancepower.com to learn more.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Saturday, which is really Wednesday. Thank you so much for always listening. Franny shakes her head sometimes.
Spinning.
Why is it spinning? Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hi.
And it's time for a Greek's Trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
This came out a little while ago. Shanahan, the coach of the 49ers, said he offered Bill Belichick a job to do whatever he wants on the coaching staff. Belichick's declined, but he said just his wisdom and all the experience he has and his great ways and great success, he would be an asset to the team. Belichick said no. But that is pretty crazy. Just offering him a job. Hey, just come on by. And again, Belichick does have a lot of wisdom and arguably one of the top coaches ever in the history of the NFL. People can argue about it, but for 20 years, he crushed it with the Patriots. And this is the Patriots' first camp in 20 years, like I said, where Belichick is not the coach, which is rare. Actually, it's longer than 20 years that he was there. So that's pretty crazy, where Bill, first time, I think it was 24 years, he's not going to be on the sidelines for the Patriots. Whole new look, whole new concept. We'll see how they do this year. Most experts are not thinking the Patriots are going to do well, but you never know. You got to play the games. Yesterday, the Marlins beat the Orioles. So far, after the All-Star break, Marlins are doing good. 2-3 so far for the Mets, and then the Orioles, two of the best teams in baseball, and the Marlins are doing well. And the Mets beat the Yankees. Crazy enough, the Mets have beat the Yankees every game this year they played. It's only 4, but that's a big deal for the Yanks. Last night, Judge got up in the top of the 9th with a guy on first, but he looked at a third strike, and he went down. Women's Olympic team, they played yesterday, and they ended up winning. They're getting ready. Their first game is Sunday. I think it's 4:30 against Japan. I think they've won 8 gold medals in a row. That is unbelievable what they have accomplished. So hats off to them. And the WNBA All-Star Game, highest ratings in almost, they said 25 years. They've been in the league 27, but the highest ratings in 25 years on Saturday night. Not surprised with all the hump and pump about it. And that is your Greek's Trifecta. Peace.
A Reddit thread is out there, so I've got a question for you. 47142 is the text line. Start off that text with Real Radio. What is the most useless thing that you have memorized? I think I know yours, Greek.
Okay.
I don't know the exact part of it, but I know about what it is.
Go ahead, guess.
It's either the lot number or something like that to a certain album that you used to pack on the trucks when you were a kid.
Yeah.
That was the first one that came to my mind.
I was going to
for
say
you.
Supertramp 3728. The number, serial
The
number.
most useless thing that you have memorized. And that's sort of it. Like, number one on this list was old phone numbers from your childhood that you don't know anymore.
Yeah.
How about you, Franny? Do you have a useless piece of
I have a
information that
lot.
just is stuck in your head that,
I have a lot.
really doesn't have a whole lot of...
No, I mean, like you said, on that list, there's so many things, including phone numbers that I don't utilize it anymore, and my childhood phone number. But one that I laugh about on there is which a lot of people do when it comes on, and I don't know if it's called useless. I think it's fun. Is all the lyrics to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I saw that.
Do you know those?
Yeah.
Let's hear 'em.
I'm not going to start now unless you guys
Here's
are going to
a
sing
little
along with me.
story
Yeah.
Do the whole lyric. I'll give you $20. Come on. I'm
Don't
be
put me
impressed.
on the spot. I always say even though it's a rap, I'm not. My vocals are only for talking, not for singing or rapping.
Okay. $8 if you say it.
A singing thing. Some other items on this list, and please chime in with yours. 47142. Start off that text with Real Radio. My email is wide open, jimmy@realradio921.com. How about this? Somebody wrote down their old classroom seating chart.
Wow.
I wonder how
That's
far
weird,
back they're
right?
going with that, right?
I got a couple more.
One person said, I remember my third grade teacher's favorite color. Go ahead, Greek.
I would say a lot of players' numbers over the years, like in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s that I know, that's useless. I mean, you know what? People ask me all the time, but what are you going to do with it?
And I agree with that to an extent, but then you start getting into the poor part where it's like, like there's player stats and things like that, home runs, and I don't know. I don't want to say that it's necessarily not useless, but I mean, knowing sports stuff like that, right? It's an interest. It's a hobby,
I mean,
right?
I was talking more about their numbers.
but-
Like people sum up, and I said their number. Like, wow, how the hell do you know that? Telephone numbers, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
How about this? One person said, the Wi-Fi password you had even back when they were a string of random letters and numbers. That's pretty odd if you could remember that, just in general. If you can remember that from yesterday, I'm impressed by that. But old Wi-Fi passwords, you're not going back too far if you're talking Wi-Fi. I mean, that's not been around, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, right? The alphabet backwards. Hell, I don't know it forwards.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
I'm lucky to know that. How about this? Somebody else said the order of all the U.S. presidents.
Wow, that's impressive. I don't know
is.
that.
I mean, in grade school, or in middle school, something like that, we learned them, but not necessarily do I remember it from back then. How to spell Mississippi.
Oh yeah,
but you got to sing it.
you do, yeah.
And everybody's-
MISSISSIPPI.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. This is weird that this was on here, and again, I'll kind of lean into you here, Greek. The rules of baseball. Most things that are useless that people have memorized. I don't know. Rules of a sport.
I don't know.
I don't think that's necessarily all that bad. It's I don't. Maybe some really obscure rules that not too many people know.
Yeah.
How about every single country flag?
No clue.
It's kind of strange. These are what people were writing on Reddit when they were posed with the question, what is the most useless thing you have memorized? If you worked at a grocery store, produce codes, and that's what made me think of yours.
Yeah.
Kind of along those same lines, like somebody put a produce code 4011 was bananas or whatever it was, that type of thing. How about, you remember how to play hot cross buns on a recorder?
I do. Yeah.
I know how to play it in the bedroom.
Hot cross buns?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. But that sounds like fun. The theme song, too, insert your favorite show here. But again, Franny said The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Gilligan's Island was another one that was put up here along the same lines. The Macarena, kind of going into music a little bit.
Is that useless? That's more the dance, right?
Every wedding you go to, they're going to play
I don't think anybody
it.
knows what they're saying. They just know the dance.
Do you
What were you
remember that?
talking about last week?
Yeah, of course.
Electric Slide. Was that the song that people thought were sexual?
Well, yeah, it's about a dildo, a vibrator. Word on the street.
Really?
Yeah, we talked about
We
this.
talked about those last week. New ringtone.
New ringtone. Now, this is one that I'm not surprised on because obviously in our business, and it's something even more so with me, my upbringing through radio, old advertising jingles like the J.G. Wentworth 877 Cash Now.
Yeah.
Kids, the one
Oscar Mayer Baloney, too. My Baloney has a
Yep.
first name, yeah.
Yep. So those are very popular. I would say one of the ones for me that I would have said was the Footy's barbecue sauce. Footy's barbecue sauce. I remember that one from that's at least 20 years ago. And so, what is yours? What's an old, useless thing that you have memorized? Franny, you went to CSB, right?
Yes.
Do you remember?
We have the tongue twisters.
When you learn how to enunciate, right? It's what a to die today at a minute or two.
Yep.
There's a piece of useless crap that we'll never get out of our heads.
There was another one what I saw here on the thread that they had about the summons, the spell to summon Captain Planet, and then it made my the wheels started turning, the gears, and how Genie from Pee-wee's Playhouse. Do you remember the Genie from Pee-wee's Playhouse?
No.
But he always, before he did a spell or before he was he always did that make a like a high, make a hiney ho, make a like a high, make a ho ho.
Oh, okay.
I still remember that.
Okay,
you had me at ho.
Make a like a high, make a hiney ho. Yeah, and then he would, the Genie would appear from Pee-wee's Playhouse, the show.
Useless things that we remember. New school review coming right at you.
Yep. A lot of useless things.
Movie quotes are probably the ones that I get stuck with the most because they just stick in my head from especially Caddyshack and others.
Yep.
A lot of people do those, though. I mean, it's amazing. You hear lines from Sopranos, Godfather, different movies, and then people will tell you what movie it's from when they do it. Yeah, useless information. If you have, I'm going to go with all the numbers I know. I don't even know how. I can't even. It's just stuck in my head.
Is that useless, though? Because you utilize them because you don't save contacts. So that's kind of useful for you to have that memory.
Yeah, I was going back again to sports players. Like once in a while, I
thought
bet.
you meant phone numbers.
Yeah, I'll bet with somebody. They'll tell me like, I'll bet you $100 you don't know what's the name's number, and I'll nail it. So maybe that's not totally useless, but there are some things. Old telephone numbers, people I dated or have been involved with. I remember them for years. That could be useless if you're never going to call them again, I guess, right? Yeah, but give us a call on any of that information. And also, Tequila Day, National Tequila Day. What is your favorite tequila? Or maybe someplace you just love to have a tequila. There could be a bar, a restaurant, and you just love kicking back and just say, man, I have a tequila there, and I feel so relaxed. I was tempted the other night. My friends were out having that 42. I never had it, but, man, the way they raved about it, I said, maybe I'll try a sip, but I didn't. But I was tempted. I was like, wow, this looks pretty good.
47142 from drive-thrus to useless stuff. We got a bunch of text messages. Let's see. Oh, thank you for the heads up. I did know that. There's actually some in Florida and places, but there was like, hey, they got drive-through liquor stores in Georgia, Franny. So we text. And then we have, did the Chihuahua puppy said, did Chihuahua puppy said, yo quiero Taco Bell, but the driver didn't understand Spanish and took him to the wrong restaurant. Let's see. Better a man with electric razor in the drive-thru than, where did it go? I'm sorry with this text on it goes away. Here we go. Better a man with electric razor in the drive-thru than a woman shaving her legs in a public pool. I'm guessing you saw that.
Wow. Is that a fortune cookie?
I'm guessing you saw that at one point. Wow is right. When I worked at McDonald's in high school, we had a man pull up to the window after ordering just a large fry. Once I handed him his bag, he pulled a shoe from the passenger seat, poured the fries in the shoe, returned it to his foot, and drove away as if nothing was off about what he just did.
Put the fries in his shoe and then put the shoe back on his foot.
Yep. That's very odd kink. Maybe this is something they meant, something useless information. I don't know if that's how you spell it, but it looks like it, and I'm very impressed. Just one word, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh, wow.
Is what they put there.
There you go.
We have from Stacy B, the most useless thing I've memorized was the song Parents Just Don't Understand from Will Smith. Yep, that's a good one, too. We have Greek fun fact. In 1968, Bob Uecker was in spring training in West Palm with the Atlanta Braves. He, Darren Johnson, and Clete Boyer were at the Cock and Bull Bar in West Palm Beach. Euchre was hit over his head with a bottle and had to get 48 stitches.
Oh, wow.
He was immediately released by the Braves in a meager career. And to start them in Hollywood, I think that's how it reads.
Stardom in Hollywood?
Yeah, maybe they're voice texting. It says start them in Hollywood. There you go. And to stardom in Hollywood.
Mhm.
Thank you for figuring that one out for me.
Wow, that's a huge 48 stitches.
Yes.
Better known as an actor or as a ball player?
I would think this generation, an
announcer, right?
The announcer.
He was an announcer, too.
Yeah,
right?
for the Brewers for years.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say more of a, for this generation and last, he was known for that. Not as much of a player.
Is he a catcher?
Not sure, Jim. I think he was, Bob Euchre.
We have useless things that you still remember. My ex's names.
I said numbers.
Somebody else said every word to Rapper's Delight.
There you go.
Sugar Hill Gang.
There you go.
Useless things. I got a Broward County education. Can't remember S. I got there.
Awesome. Audience really stepping up today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Says, I have my New Jersey driver's license number memorized. I don't even have my driver's license memorized that I've had for years and years. Do you guys?
I told you
used to.
Yeah, I told you one of my exes knew my American Express number.
Yeah, but do you? I know my credit card numbers, but I don't know. I know a couple of them without having to whip it out.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Well, that'd be
says,
impressive.
I have.
What's the fun in that?
Says I have my New Jersey driver's license number memorized. Strange thing is, this didn't happen until after I surrendered it for my Florida license almost 25 years ago. I memorized every Schoolhouse Rock song from my childhood. Still know every word to each.
I'm just a bill. Yeah, I'm only a bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
There you go. Memorize something. Up, down, left, right, A, B, start. What game was that for?
Oh, that's the, was it
Is that
Konami?
Mortal Kombat?
Konami
I
code?
don't know.
It's the basic one.
Oh, there you go. I have no idea. Useless information. All sweet potatoes are yams. Not all yams are sweet potatoes. You're welcome. So thank you very much for giving us some useless information.
Nice.
Yep, love it.
Conjunction, junction. What's your function?
Another one. Those will be in your head for a while when you hear songs like that. Just
Schoolhouse Rock. Oh, they were awesome. Saturday morning cartoons weren't complete without Schoolhouse Rock.
877-927-6969. If you want to add to this list, give us a call, email Jimmy, or text us at Real Radio 47142 to get involved in the show. Today is National Tequila Day. Maybe you have a favorite tequila you want to give us some love, or maybe you have a place where you go and you just kick back and have a nice tequila.
Speaking of a place you go or has go in it, Come and Go gas stations, the KUM and Go, but that's what they're called, Come and Go. There's actually somebody who did that thing at a Come and Go and got arrested. It was about 2 weeks ago. The reason why, they just did the first half. They didn't leave.
Oh, they didn't go.
No, when they should have. So
Wow.
cops got called on that guy.
Oh.
And they were bought over a while ago and finally have decided to change their name. I'm like,
Oh, nice.
What took so long?
Smart move.
I don't know if we have many here. Do we have any in the state of Florida?
I'm going to be very honest with you.
I never heard of it.
Up until probably not too
Yeah.
long ago,
I've seen
I
them.
always thought that they were just a internet meme.
Nope, I have
That
seen
somebody
them.
had altered.
Yep.
And, of course, they always put it in, like, the right perspective as far as a selfie picture or something like that. And I just thought, oh, okay, it's just some sort of gag. I didn't really know that they were a real thing, and sure enough, they are.
Yeah, no. So Come and Go is a real gas station. They're based, which is funny, too, out of Utah.
Again, the irony.
I know the irony there, but the reason why is that it was named after, and that's ultimately like CUME and Go named after the company's founders, which is W.A. Krause with a K. That's why they decided to change the with it. You know what I'm saying?
K-U-M.
From CK, yes, and T.S. Gentle. And that's the Go part of it. So they took their two last names and were like, let's be creative and turn it to
gotcha.
Come and Go. But then everybody giggles about it every time you see them because we're all children. But I think after years and years and years, they finally decided to change their name. And you can tell why. It's pretty obvious. If you haven't driven past one and giggled, then you don't have a sense of humor because it is quite comical. But they did got... so another company bought them, and so the company's called Maverick. So that's what you're going to see.
Oh, that's why
they're going to be Maverick now. Yes, yes. The company bought them over, and now they're just going to call them Maverick gas stations. So I would want to know, where do those Come and Go signs go? I mean, you get your hands on one of those. One of those big old
Oh,
signs.
they could sell them for
Yes.
millions.
Where do you get those at? I know. It's a bummer for a sake of comedy. That is no longer going to be called that anymore. But I guess after a while, they're just like, we got to do something about this.
Never know. Those songs might be out there. It is the Penthouse. Don't forget, you got a chance 13 times a day to win $1,000. This is it. It's going to end this week, so we need a winner. We didn't have one so far. A little disappointed. I think you guys can do it. You've done it in the past. Last time we had the most winners on Real Radio out of any station, and we're looking forward to that again. Take the keyword and make it happen. It's $1,000. Who doesn't want $1,000?
We got Franny. You remember your credit card number? Prove it. Text them to me. I'm not that
I don't believe you.
We have useless information. I memorized Nutter's work schedule.
That's awesome.
You know why.
It's been a while.
You know what? I don't even think that's Steve.
Really?
I think we got somebody else jumping on that train.
Wow.
Get your own bit.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bit? I didn't know that. Oh, my God. That's amazing. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. We'll be coming back with some Florida stories, also some WWGD at the conclusion of the show. Ooh, big word. What do we got in Florida
Show?
We have Florida stories, prenup, gone wrong. It's not right. You should never wait till last minute. And I will let you know exactly why, because of this story, why you should never wait till last minute to discuss a prenup. Plus, a woman is going to tell us what you have to do to your house to safeguard it from burglars. And she knows.
All right.
Because she's broken into 200 of them herself.
Taking notes.
Yes, I'm going to see. You know what? I got to take a look and see if her podcast is in on iHeartRadio app. We'll promote her.
Wow.
Yes. And then we also have a situation in Florida with AI bartenders and another dispute between a woman and a man friend over sex and money. I'll give you those details when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
When you give up trying to teach your parents how to use their smart speaker and take it home, tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it. Woo!
Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Lunchtime drive up to speed along the Palm Beaches. No significant delays on 95, accident-free if you're traveling the Turnpike. Make sure to slow down for bicycles on the ride. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's new Saucy Nugs, a whole new way to nug. The best nugs are now even better. Wendy's new Saucy Nugs take the nugs you love and sauce them up in bold flavors, including buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, and spicy ghost pepper. Try them all today. For a whole new way to nug, it's gotta be Wendy's. A participating U.S. Wendy's.
Hey, it's Franny. Want the most money for your used car? GiveMeTheVin.com will beat CarMax, your dealer, even your brother's best friend, Joey. Don't believe me? Check their thousands of reviews online, and they are 5-star rated by the Better Business Bureau. From $2,000 to $200,000, they give you top dollar, quick transactions, and free pickup. Now is the time to sell your car, truck, or exotic today at GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
When the going gets tough, the tough get StormSmart. Since 1996, StormSmart has simplified the process of protecting your home. Our storm catcher screens and shutters are designed and manufactured here in Florida. Along with impact windows and doors, StormSmart ensures your experience from purchase through installation is seamless. We know what it takes to keep your home safe, livable, and beautiful. Because smart is making it easy to protect your home. And smart is simple. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Yikes! It's like a sauna in here. Isn't your garage supposed to keep your car protected from the summer heat so it's nice when you get in? This is like a giant brick oven with your car parked right where the pizza should be. If the point of a garage is to keep your car clean and comfortable all year round, how do you expect this leaky old tinfoil door to stand up to all that heat? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Garage doors should be insulated. If you love the door you have, we can add custom insulation to your existing bare metal panels. And if you're not so in love with the door you've got, we'll help you find a gorgeous new door with internally insulated panels that keep your garage cool and clean all summer long and warm and clean all winter. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Tell you what, we'll bring you a pizza.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
As America's largest injury firm, we have advantages few others do. Our results and reputation are well known to the other side, and we have a track record of going toe-to-toe with them and winning big. But what does that mean for you? What does that mean for your case? I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. One of the things we're most proud about is that we set up our firm so that your case gets lots of attention from a lot of people. Our technology and army of lawyers give us insight and oversight into every detail and every moment of your case. Paralegals, legal assistants, investigators, buildings with boxes of evidence, every resource carefully designed to get you the most possible. And at Morgan & Morgan, we even have a dedicated team to make sure that your calls are returned that very same day. Injured? Dial pound law. That's pound 529. All firms are not the same.
The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The doctor's office that mixed up your files has your Social Security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info and last 3 addresses. Your info is in endless places that could accidentally expose your info to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
4th cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Real Radio weather.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Hot and humid this afternoon with temperatures in the low 90s, but feeling like the triple digits. An isolated shower thunderstorm is possible, mainly inland through the evening. Partly cloudy, warm and humid tonight with temperatures returning to the upper 70s by Thursday morning. Both storm chance through the end of the week. This report is sponsored by Discover. Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back. Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with cash back match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword bonus at realradio921.com. That's bonus. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Very good rejoinder, Jimmy. Like that. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hey.
And at this point of the show, it is our second dose of Florida Stories.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Alrighty, well, everybody get your pen and paper out because I'm going to let you know how to either break into houses or how to safeguard your home.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to take away
I think
from
the safeguard's better.
Whatever you want to take away from this. I'm just kidding. Don't bring it to houses. Jennifer Gomez is a Florida woman, and she is sharing her story. She grew up nice upbringing. Mom neurologist, dad psychiatrist. Youngest of 7 children. They're all very successful, her siblings.
And she's a psycho.
Yeah, and she was like, you know what? I don't envy your success. I think it's boring.
Boring.
So I'm gonna find my own path in life. So she did. She wanted excitement. And she found it, targeting wealthy homes and stealing some of their most prized possessions. She said she burglarized hundreds of homes. She actually doesn't know the number. She's like, I'm going solely by what the detective said and what was in my paperwork. It was 200 on paper, documented, that you can find. She thinks there's more than that. So she's sharing her stories on a podcast and social media, warning people to stop doing simple things that make their home an easy target. She said, for starters, stop making assumptions. These people who look at me in these neighborhoods, they talk to me, chat me up, look me straight in the eyes, never suspect anything just because of the way I look. And, I don't know, she's cute, attractive girl, so I get it, looks put together, but it's a stereotype. She's a thief. Said she added that everybody that's here to hurt you or cause you harm doesn't look the way your mind thinks they look, right? She pointed out that she lived in wealthy communities, had wealthy friends, and that the things they do to protect themselves often helped her plot against them. So she even stole from her friends. Signage indicating which surveillance company a homeowner used, notifications that they had a pet, large bushes helped her better plan her home burglaries. She said she also tried to target homes that were closer to the front of the community, pointing out the last thing I wanted was to burglarize a home, be stuck way in the back of the neighborhood, and have to come out and possibly pass police officers or whomever. So always get the ones at the front. And I'm sorry if you live in the front of the neighborhood.
I was going to say, put your house up for sale.
Yes. But she said that eventually she came across the homeowner when she broke into these hundreds of homes and she got arrested. The person was home, called the police, said she spent time in bars, behind bars 3 separate occasions, even gave birth to her child when she was incarcerated. And I think it was her child that made her go, you know what, I got to change my life. And she did. She said after she got out, she turned her life around and is now committed to helping others avoid becoming a target. And she does. I didn't look it up. I forgot. But she's got a podcast on Florida's 4th estate where you can learn more about her and how to safeguard your home. And then next up in your What the Florida, yeah, we have a dispute over sex and money.
Oh, that sounds a little crazy.
It does, yeah. Darian Noel Rose. Darian Noel Rose is a girl, 26. She's got a 5-year-old child with her baby daddy. Not together anymore because they call him a man friend. That's what they call him.
Man friend.
Man friend, yes. And the Wildwood Police Department were called over to the house because she was given $300 from her man friend to help support their child they have together. However, he said that this $300 in exchange, we're having sex together. And
Who would do something like that?
she refused. She was like, no, we're not. So he got upset, took the money back. It noted in the report that both her and her man friend are both clearly intoxicated when cops showed up. So officers arrived at the home and heard Rose making threats to her man friend, including a threat to stab him. And not even just that. She told police, if I have to, I will kill him.
That's not nice.
No, and you shouldn't say that to the cops.
Not good.
So she was arrested. Then, if you want to go to the Wyndham in Orlando, you are going to have a brand new face, a bartender, AI, named Sarah. The Wyndham Orlando Resort and Conference Center, it's a nice hotel near Celebration, is introducing Sarah, or they did last month. She's an AI bartender. They said she can make over 120 drinks an hour. She talks to you. She works long hours, 9 a.m. to 2 a.m. They said that she even checks IDs, will take payment, and tips, of course. And I know a lot of people are like, what the?
I would bother a lot
Which
of
the
people.
tip says ultimately goes to the resort's bartenders. Any tips that she makes, they go to her team, so that's phenomenal. We love to have her, according to one of the bartenders. They said that the team collaborates with her rather than competes with her. So yes, this is something different and new. If you go over there, you will see it. And then finally here in your What the Florida, a soon-to-be bride was arrested. This 26-year-old Florida woman named Molly Hogan was arrested after attacking her fiance. Is Hulk Hogan's last name really Hogan? Because he's Terry, right? Is it?
I don't think it is.
Because
I think it's
his real
something
name
else.
is
I think
Terry.
his first name is Terry, yeah.
But what's his it's not Hogan. Terry Jean Bollea. I knew it was
would've gotten
Terry. Yeah, Terry Jean Bollea. I never knew that. But I wonder because I saw her name was Hogan and the way that she's so like aggressive. And, and she's from St. Pete. And they live over there in the Tampa area.
Okay.
Tampa St.
Relative?
Pete. Tampa St. Pete area. But I was looking, but yeah, he's Terry Jean Bollea. So no relation there. Just curious. Because yes, her name is what did I say? Molly Hogan. And she was arrested last Sunday after attacking her fiance during a heated argument over a prenup.
And the irony is, just before it happened, she ripped her shirt off.
So
maybe you got something there. For
This guy brings this up less than a week before the wedding. Like, hey, so there's a prenup I'm going to want you to sign. She loses her mind, grabs him around the neck, strikes him on the chest, torso, back, and legs, causing multiple physical injuries. His brother's also there. His brother tries to stop it. So Molly takes a bite out of his arm. And then,
She didn't like the prenup, I guess.
Once again, alcohol was involved.
Of course.
So the wedding was supposed to happen this Saturday, July 27th. And they're saying it's unclear if they've called it off. Their wedding registry is still online, still open.
Gotta know.
I know. I need an update because
Where am I going to get him?
the one
a lawyer.
The one small problem here is that there is an active restraining order against her that her fiance put on her.
Uh-oh.
And when she was arrested for battery, booked, and released, the judge ordered her to have no contact with her prospective future husband and, of course, future brother-in-law. So, is it still going to happen? I don't know. We need an update. And that is your What the Florida.
I know a couple of people with a prenup, and they kept waiting and waiting, and the girl had no clue it was even coming. I know somebody that it really got bad. Not like this, but it just really took them down a different path. They waited 6 months to get married. But, with a prenup, a lot of people, they're not happy about it. And it's something I think you should discuss way in advance.
Mm-hmm.
I know somebody who would never get married with a prenup, but, that's just the way she rolls. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a good day. You can get involved with National Tequila Day or also useless information you remembered that, like, why did I remember that? What the hell is that going to matter? You could use that also. 561-87. What am I thinking? 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want to get involved in the show. Also, National Tequila Day. Let us know. What is your favorite tequila?
47142. I don't know if this is real, but I got to look into this. They said that we got a couple texts, so it's got to be real. 3 text messages saying this. There is a gas station, because we were talking about how the come and go is no longer now. They're going to be calling it Mavericks. And said there's some gas stations in Palm Beach County called Pump and Munch.
Pump and Munch.
They say, talk them into giving me a T-shirt. People laugh every time I wear it. One text here. Another one says, I worked on a street called, this is different, but it says I worked on a street called Pumping Station Road in Salem, New Hampshire, and they said they couldn't keep that sign from being constantly stolen. I get it. But then we got another text saying there is a gas station chain in Palm Beach called Pump and Munch.
Wow.
Yes. What?
I'm going to go with Munch and Pump. But that's just me.
Pump and Munch. I got to look into that. That is
Pump and Munch.
funny.
I love it.
I want a T-shirt now. We also have, I think there's an hourly motel in Riviera Beach called Come and Go. Maybe. There's also a motel called Your Sister's Ass Inn. I did not know that.
Your sister's ass. Wow.
I did a quick Google search. There are 3 Pump and Munches. One in Green Acres, one in Wellington, and one in Oakland Park.
Oh, man. And then we have that story about the female thief that now helps people is not surprising. Many years ago, American Express hired a man that was a professional thief and was great and was great at forgery to head their loss prevention department.
Well, wasn't that the movie Leo did, Catch Me If You Can?
Pretty much, yeah.
And
yeah,
then
the reason why he ended up working with them because he was so good at check fraud, so that he ended up becoming with that. And I bet a lot of that stuff happens in real life. They get a guy that can, break into safes, so they, hire him, or something, especially decoding.
Yeah, and Anthony's laughing because you were very close. It said Greg almost gave out his cell phone number, and you did. You started at the first, I
don't even know what you're talking
5 digits. You're like, Greg almost gave out his cell phone number. That's from Anthony.
Whatever, Anthony. Let's not encourage that. Oh, my God, it's crazy. My God, I get too much in my mind. That's the problem.
Well, why don't you concentrate on this one thing? The
Why
show.
would I do that? Gucci's got a big sale.
The show. How about that?
Gucci keeps texting me. And
I know this is a crazy thought, but how about the Penthouse? Just concentrate on that.
I concentrate on it 24/7. Are you kidding me? It's a top priority in my life. I have no friends. I have no family. I have no dog. I have no cat.
All right.
My God, I was thinking about getting a Chihuahua. 877-927-6969. I got that right.
That's that guy.
Anthony's
girl guy.
Anthony's cut off.
I miss her too.
Yes.
Oh yeah, who is that?
Nutmeg.
Yeah.
Nutmeg. Yeah, I haven't heard her for a while. Good.
Good.
People I don't miss: Nutmeg, Grandma, Cinnamon.
Hey.
877-927-6969. I did get the number right. And it is National Tequila Day. I'm not a tequila person. I'm not a drinker. But if you have a favorite tequila, let us know. Or maybe a place that you like to drink tequila. Maybe just say, man, I kick back and I just enjoy it so much. And it's just a great place. Restaurant, bar, anywhere. Jimmy had some?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Just give us a call on that. Text us or email us.
I got this request in since we were talking about the gas station and the Pump and Munch.
Mm-hmm. Push, 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 push in my bush. Push, 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 push.
Crazy.
Push, 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 push in my bush.
Is that a ringtone?
That's actually Pump and Munch's theme song. Oh gosh.
When you walk in, you hear that instead of the bell going off.
Oh goodness. Push. Push.
Listen, Bubba.
Push. Push, push, push in my bush. Push.
Wow. Crazy, Franny. God.
Push, push, push in my bush. Push. 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 Push, push, push in my bush. Wow.
It's crazy.
Are you ready?
I got another one. God, you're
push,
famous.
Push in my bush. Push, push in my bush.
Wow.
Push, push in my bush. Push, push in my bush. Push. Push, push in my bush. Push.
You're welcome, kids.
So there was a Reddit thread that was going on. We're like, all right, since they're changing the name to Maverick for the gas stations come and go. People
But why?
were like, what else could you name it? They're like, could call it Smash and Pass.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
This one, Ejaculate and Evacuate.
Wow.
This one, we have Smash and Dash. They put on there. God. Use the hoe and out you go.
Wow.
We do that in Boca.
Tap that ass and hit the gas.
Right, Greek?
I like that one. Tap that ass and hit the gas.
That would be a nice
One they
tattoo.
just call pump and dump. Another one they just call a one-night stand. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Or hit it and quit it. These are
Hit
other
it and quit
names for come and go gas station.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Remember years ago, and when you don't see it anymore. Gas stations, they used to have the bell, like when you went over.
I've never seen a bell at a gas
no.
station.
She wouldn't.
But do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have it like when you pulled in and everything. I knew a girl had that in her bedroom.
What was the belt like to get an attendant?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
why
that's
she-
probably in Jersey when they pumped your gas.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah, there it was. And I mean, I was thinking that.
But everybody else is self-serve, so they don't
Yeah.
know that. You know,
Yeah.
you don't
I've
grow up with that.
never
You
dealt
have
with that.
No idea that was the whole idea. But it is kind of funny how there are certain things that, even though that's regional,
Yeah.
other parts of the country, like it's that certain bell, that sound is very synonymous with it, and a lot of people will know it. If you heard it, Franny, you might
Maybe.
get it, right?
It's like Taylor ham. Taylor ham's the Jersey thing, and a lot of people never heard of it. And down here, they call it what, pork roll? Or-
Well, that's a Jersey fight.
I think pork roll is still up north because
Yeah.
to me, both
Well-
of those are I'm not familiar with.
North and South Jersey, they usually fight
Philly.
between the two, whether it's Taylor ham or pork roll. Taylor ham's a brand
Okay.
of pork roll,
Got it.
Yeah, so that would be.
but it's still Taylor ham, so go screw.
That's right. It's Taylor ham. You know
Taylor
that,
ham
right?
and a
But
hard
so
roll.
they say Taylor ham is pork roll, but it's pork roll Taylor ham.
Man, This show is so deep
What?
today. My God, you're blowing my mind. You're blowing my mind. 877-927-6969. It is the Penthouse. Don't forget WWGD coming up. That's where I give people advice on their life. And to give advice on your life, you have to screw up your life, and I have. So I've been around many, many times where you could just think about it and you should throw it out there. Hey, Franny. Birds! I still don't remember.
It's funny that you say
Taylor
that.
ham.
Is that my buddies and I were talking about making a reservation for that restaurant and just making a trip and just going there for one night, because it is one of those places that you have to make a reservation months in advance.
6 months. Right.
I don't know.
Usually that's what they say,
Oh,
unless
okay,
you know
yeah.
somebody.
Because I've seen, I was just make the reservation and then you plan the trip after that. Just make a Saturday night reservation, plan the trip, because it's supposed to be one of the best steakhouses in the country. It's supposed to be really good.
Is it that good? I mean,
I've never been, but everybody that goes raves about it.
I didn't know if
and
you
I
had
love
any-
I love a good steak. So Yep.
Yeah, it has a great reputation. Our old boss now is up there, Chris. He went there a couple of times. I know a couple of guys who've gone up there. They said it's very good. But, yeah, the wait is unbelievable. But if you know somebody, I'm sure you can get in a lot quicker, or you duke somebody some money. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. Bill Belichick, is he in a coach with the 49ers? No, he's not, but he was offered the job, which is crazy.
And by the way, I'm on their website. They take reservations on a rolling 60-day availability, not 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to wait half a year. So if you're looking to go to Burns, book it now.
Where?
Burns!
Oh, so good.
That was a mishap by me. There's no doubt about it. Again, sometimes they'll just pop out something. I'll be like, what the hell was that? Oh, Burns. Yeah, it popped into my mind. Miami Heat, we didn't give them any shout out the other day. They won the Summer League in the NBA.
Nice.
So hats off to the Heat and all their rookies. They did win the title. I'm sure Pat Riley and all the Heat fans are happy about that. It's not going to be anything big, but they went out there in Las Vegas and did perform well enough to win the title. That's something they can hang their hat on. Maybe some of those young cats will come out and play next year for the Heat. Miami did not do anything in free agency, which was not a great thing. I know they had a couple things that they were doing. Also, if you didn't hear about this, Dolphins, Tua is going to be in training camp practice all week. He's going to keep playing. He is waiting for his contract. Hopefully the Dolphins and him can get together and they can figure it out. Again, Tua says he wants market value, which is about $50 million a year. He's making $23 million this year. So that's a $27 million raise. And supposedly the Dolphins and him are a little apart on the guaranteed money. That's what they seem to be going back and forth on, the guaranteed money. But I think at the end of the day, they'll probably figure out a deal before the season starts. And the Georgia Bulldogs are favorite again to win it all. Franny, do you think they could do it?
I hope they can.
Now, the quarterback this year is, he got the Lamborghini last year.
Yeah, Carson Beck.
And he's got a lot of hype around him. Very good season last year. Do you think he can make a run for the
For the Heisman?
Yeah.
The claims are that he can. And I don't know if you are familiar with his girlfriend. She is a twin. Her name is Hannah Cavender. And doesn't she play for the female Canes, or used to, her and her twin sister?
I think so.
Yeah, they're from Miami.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, I was like, yep, she's got a twin. They look identical, and they have a huge Instagram following.
Yeah, they were basketball players.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I thought that they left for a year, and I think they're going back.
Okay.
I think they're going back. Yeah, they have a huge following. Mm-hmm. They're big. And, that's who he dates? Well, that's a good choice. The Canes. The Canes might be better this year, too. They got a new quarterback. We'll see what happens. But it's Georgia, and then right after that, it's Ohio State. Those are the favorites to get to the playoff. And the playoff's going to be different this year, just like everything else in college football, because there are 12 teams.
I think Saban was, who did he say that he thought was going to, I think it was Texas and Georgia, I think he put in there.
He said for the SEC championship.
Yeah.
He thought it was going to be Georgia and Texas. Now for the national championship, he didn't say that, but he said for the SEC championship. We'll see.
How about this for a parlay? Georgia and the Chiefs three-peating.
The Chiefs and Georgia, yeah, that'd be good.
But would it be a three-peat if Georgia didn't win last year?
I thought they did.
No, they won.
22.
Have. Oh, Michigan won. That's right. That's right. Michigan. Damn it. Okay.
You can all those parlays are great. Like you could take all the sports and have them. I mean, they pay huge money. You know what I mean? Like you say now the Chiefs, basketball next year, baseball, college football.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and they're good bets to have.
Parlays in general.
Yeah. But the odds go up on so much of that. Same thing with the championship. But yeah, there's so many different things that you could bet on, which is always good. And if you're betting, remember you should always be betting with the Hard Rock app. That is the easiest way to bet in Florida, as a whole. And the only place you can bet is in Florida is with Hard Rock. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good day, enjoying it. Hope every day you listen to Rover. You got 13 chances a day, and it's only 2.5 days left for you to win $1,000. Who doesn't want to win $1,000? This is it, $1,000. Come on. Somebody step up and do it. We want a feather in our cap, and we want you to have a Geno in your pocket. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. We'll be back with a trifecta and WWGD. Peace.
Real radio is the news junkie.
I weigh myself about once a week, and I am butt naked on the scale.
I did it the other day, also butt naked, but I had my phone in my hand, and I'm like, obviously.
20-pound phone. Yeah,
that's adding a lot. This is 20-pound phone.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Enjoy your afternoon commute. Palm Beach's looking good. Roadways and expressways incident-free. Our drive times are up to speed on the Turnpike and 95. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
Hey, it's the Greek from Narosa Palm Beach, where you can party with the beautiful ladies 7 days a week to 5 a.m. And Friday night is Fetish Fridays, live fetish shows every hour. It's Narosa Palm Beach 7 days a week with a 5-star menu and beautiful ladies. And if you want to watch a sporting event, it's always on at Narosa Palm Beach. You're a winner even if the team loses because you got the beautiful ladies of Narosa Palm Beach. Open at 5 a.m. 7 days a week. It's Monroe's, baby. Peace.
Ahoy fishing fans! It's the 12th annual Treasure Coast Bonito Blast Fishing Tournament, hosted by Pirates Cove Resort and Marina in Stewart. Mark your calendars for Saturday, July 27th. Join us for happy hour to watch the boats come in and enjoy the festivities. Don't miss the Captain's Dinner on Friday, July 26th. Register to fish at TreasureCoastBonitoBlast.com. Remember, all proceeds benefit the Wounded Veterans Relief Fund. Really on the fun at Pirates Cove Resort and Marina, July 26th and 27th, 4307 Southeast Bayview Street, Stewart. See you there.
Yikes! It's like a sauna in here. Isn't your garage supposed to keep your car protected from the summer heat so it's nice when you get in? This is like a giant brick oven with your car parked right where the pizza should be. If the point of a garage is to keep your car clean and comfortable all year round, how do you expect this leaky old tinfoil door to stand up to all that heat? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Garage doors should be insulated. If you love the door you have, we can add custom insulation to your existing bare metal panels. And if you're not so in love with the door you've got, we'll help you find a gorgeous new door with internally insulated panels to keep your garage cool and clean all summer long. And warm and clean all winter. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Tell you what, we'll bring you a pizza.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
This is Sheriff Rick Bradshaw with an important message. Hurricane season is here again, and I urge everyone to stay vigilant. Pay close attention to local weather updates and ensure your hurricane kits are prepared with the essentials that you need, like water, food, and medications. Remember, your safety is our priority, but let's stay safe together.
Speeding through life at 90 miles an hour? Slow down with MMJ Health's Meltdown Madness. For $90, get your marijuana card and enjoy a smooth ride to relaxation. Cruise on and call 561-269-4137. Again, that's 561-269-4137.
Hey, it's Megan from iHeartRadio, and I get a ton of questions about Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach and their incredible offers. So in case you had any questions, I'm here to help. Someone messaged me asking if Greenway Kia takes trade-ins. Yes, yes, and yes. You can even get up to $6,000 for your trade. Someone else asked, Megan, what if I still owe on my car? Glad you asked, because no matter how much you owe on your trade-in, Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach will pay off 100% of the balance on your trade. And if you're a little short on cash for your new Kia, don't let that stop you either, because they'll work within your financial guidelines, and their on-site lenders will do everything to fit your budget. And yes, Greenway Kia also offers incredible deals on leases. That means you can drive around in a brand new Kia every 2 to 3 years with a low deposit and low payments. And before you ask about your credit situation, you can actually get pre-qualified online without it affecting your score. But only with my friends at Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach. Call 800 New Kias today or check them out online at greenwaykiawestpalmbeach.com and tell them Megan sent you. We want to see you in a Greenway Kia. Credit affects down payment and approval terms. Negative equity refinance offers don't combine.
News Junkie is sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The doctor's office that mixed up your files has your Social Security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info and last 3 addresses. Your info is in endless places that could accidentally expose your info to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag is the GOAT of fast food deals for a lot of reasons. Here are 4 of them: a junior bacon cheeseburger, nuggies, fries, and a drink. It's also just $5. And unlike the other guys, it's not going away after a month. Get out there and get the bag. The Wendy's Biggie Bag. U.S. price and participation may vary.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Hot and humid this afternoon with temperatures in the low 90s, but feeling like the triple digits. An isolated shower thunderstorm is possible, mainly inland through the evening. Partly cloudy, warm and humid tonight with temperatures returning to the upper 70s by Thursday morning. Both storm chance through the end of the week.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America N.A. Copyright 2024.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by the physicians at MMJ Health.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good day. Greek Zone today. Kelly from Vegas will be calling us. We'll get into some sports picks, some baseball, and a little bit of college football. All that coming your way on R&R Real Radio if you're following at home. Jimmy's in the house. Yes, Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hola.
And it is time for a Greek Trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, the Marlins had a very bad first month, but guess what? All of a sudden, they're playing better. And in the second half, they've done very well. 2 and 3 out of the Mets, and they beat the first-place Orioles last night. So hats off to the Marlins. And the Mets beat the Yankees last night 4-0. They play it again tonight in the Bronx. We'll see what happens there, but the Mets seem to have the Yankees' numbers. And Shanahan, the coach of the 49ers, says, and it came out today, that he offered a Belichick a job in any capacity just to have him on the Niners staff. Belichick did refuse, but that's an amazing offer he gave him to come out there and to coach. I'm sure Belichick only wants one role that he's had his whole life, and that is to be the head coach. But it is nice that he did offer it to him and say, hey, you know what? Love to have you on the staff. Anything you do would be an asset for us. The Jets and Rodgers, a little bit of a problem there. The Cowboys and Lamb, an issue there. The Packers and Jordan Love. But our Miami Dolphins and Tua. But Tua's going to be in training camp. He said he's going to be there and get involved with all aspects of it, even though he continues to negotiate a new deal and an extension. And that is your Greeks Trifecta on this Wednesday afternoon. Peace.
All righty. Well, you know what that means. It's a Wednesday. Last Trifecta. That's where we get into your emails. You specifically email Jimmy at realradio921.com. That is our co-host and producer's email. He gets them. He sends them our way. And what you are sending, well, you are seeking Greek's advice. We say relationships, work, gambling, sports, whatever it is. You think sex. You think he's the perfect guy to give you advice. This is WWGD. What would Greek do?
Get ready for WWGD. What would Greek do?
And we love that you guys are here with us too, always.
Can you believe people ask this guy for advice?
And if you play a trick on somebody, play a trick.
I mean, really?
Yeah, it's been the jam.
Seriously?
It is a trifecta coming back at you. Spin and control. Spin and control.
It's WWGD.
All right. Well, first up, we have Keith. Keith emails Jimmy@realradio921.com, and he's been dating a girl 5 months. Everything is moving in the right direction, or at least seems like it is. She told me that she's been divorced for about 6 months.
Oh, all right.
So sounds like jumped straight into a relationship, right? They've been together 5. But last week, he found out she's not actually divorced, and her husband still thinks that they may still try to work it out. And I was totally in shock and hurt. Felt like a kick in the stomach, Keith says. She just wants me to be understanding and give her a little time to work out everything with her and her ex, but I feel like she lied, and it's just going to be a bunch of drama that I don't need. I feel like this is a silly question, Keith. I think this is a major red flag. Greek, would you stay? You think? You think? Oh,
well, everybody tells a little white lie here and there. I mean, it happens.
Oh, my God. Come on, Keith. Go ahead, G-Man. They're asking you, not me. I'm going to stay out of this one.
Well, there has been people who have been married and, still date, and they just haven't got around to get divorced. So, I mean, I understand that. No, Keith, you got to go, bro. This isn't a good situation. Obviously, you know the answer. I appreciate you emailing me and asking me for my advice, but no, I wouldn't stay. And then you don't want to get involved with the ex-husband. If he comes after you, that's just not a good thing. It's a lot of drama you don't need. And let her get her blank together. Maybe she comes down the road and she hooks up with you when she's clean. But if she's still married and the husband thinks that they got to get back, you don't want that drama. It's just not good. I would get out.
Jimmy, I have a feeling I know your answer, but
Yeah, it's it. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Call me when you're single.
Right, there you go.
That's what I just said.
I love how he says, I think this is a major red flag. Y'all think, Keith?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page. Get away.
It sucks, though. I mean, it is. I understand the gut punch that's going with that. I mean,
He was lied to this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does suck. Yeah, I'm with you. Hey, maybe as you guys mentioned, when she's fully single and you're still wanting to be with her, I get it, but I don't know if I could go back after after that huge lie. I mean, that's tough.
I just thought about that. Yeah, I mean, with the lies and everything, you may not want to have anything to do with this person.
I got somebody I know who was dating a girl for a while, and he was divorced twice. But one was like in his 20s, and he's in his 50s. And he said he just never thought of it because it was only like 8 months. And she found out he was divorced twice, and she left him. She's like, you lied to me.
But he was divorced.
But he only said once. He only said once he was divorced. And I mean, like, everybody's different. Some people look, you're lying to me, I'm out.
Yeah,
and you say, well, then if I can't lie to you and you can't lie to me, do we have a future?
Nope.
Guess not. I guess not.
I threw that up there.
All right. Let's see if we, that was a softball. Let's see if we get any other difficult. Anthony writes in.
Really?
My wife wants me to help her brother to get a job at a restaurant. So in the past, he's gone from job to job and has been pretty unreliable. He had a little bit of a drinking problem, and now he says he's got it all under control. I want to help him out at the end of the day, but I'm worried about him at first making me look bad. But I've done favors for him in the past, and it doesn't really seem like he appreciates it when I do. The other issue is the restaurant that he wants me to hook him up with is my boss at my job. His family owns that restaurant. So I'm kind of concerned if it goes bad, it would affect me. WWGD. What would Greek do?
There's too many things in that email. You can't help him. No way. If he's not appreciative and it's your boss's place, family, don't do it. It's going to come back to haunt you. No good deed goes undone, and it's going to be a problem. Tell him to get a job someplace else. I wouldn't help him. The wife gets mad. Say, look, you got to understand, this could hurt us at the end of the day. I want to help your brother, but he's not. I mean, and I guess she knows him too. At the end, she might not want to be honest about it, but say, look, he's unreliable. I can't do it. I just can't. You're jeopardizing yourself. And it's like anything else in life. You can help somebody if you can. If it's going to hurt you, you can't do it. So don't do it. I don't think you should.
Jimmy.
Yeah, he's proven himself to be unreliable, and that's I can't. You said it all, Greek. So I really don't have much to add to that. You don't want it to hurt yourself.
There you go. I agree. All right, and then finally here, just banging through these on a Wednesday, WWGD day, we have Brian, and Brian has been dating a girl about 2 months, and so far everything seems to be going pretty swell. All good. I like her. She's fun. We enjoy each other. Her last boyfriend cheated on her, and I have one issue with her is that she's constantly asking me where I am and wants to FaceTime me. And the other night, she said she would link up our phones so she can see where I'm at. Like she'd like share locations is what they call that.
Right.
It's just too much. And when I push back, she gets mad at me. She says, if you have nothing to hide, then it should be no big deal. I really like her, but I'm not comfortable with her insecurity. WWGD, what would Greek do?
I bail. I mean, that's too much. I mean, it sucks that she got cheated on, but you know what? You got to turn the other cheek, not just in the bedroom. She's got to make the move. And he's just got to say, hey, you're pushing me away by doing this. And it's not good to make other people pay for, somebody else's mistakes. And the whole FaceTime live and locations and all that, that sucks. I mean, you're not 9 years old. I know people do it, and people do it a lot, but I just wouldn't be cool with it. And it's a trust factor. There's no doubt about it. She got hurt. I get that, but you can't do that to the new guy. He didn't do anything. If he's done some stuff maybe where, he disappeared or lied to her or something like that, I could see it. But in this situation, no. I wouldn't be cool with that.
Jimmy.
I don't know if I'd bail. Maybe I'd at least start with a talk and a conversation and lay out that type of a scenario. Like, not a scenario, but lay out those feelings. Like Greek just said, like, hey, look, I understand. I understand things were in the past. What can I do to kind of ease your mind a little bit with me? But and once they're scorned like that, I think that's going to take a little while for her to get over that. And you're right, it's not your fault. The only thing that I could say outside of what Greek mentioned was just communication and try to talk to her. Yeah, I mean, when you start getting tracked and that things like that, it's a trust factor because of somebody else. It's not necessarily you, or at least you're not leading any reason to believe that it's for you. But communication would be the only thing that I could add.
Yeah, it's only been 2 months. I'm out. That's too much. Too much.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Okay. Where are you at? Call me all the time. Let's share locations. 2 months? I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, to
Fair
me,
enough.
that is, and I kid, you should talk to her first and just let her know if you have no trust in me, then this isn't going to work out.
Yeah.
I'm not your ex-boyfriend. But yeah, that's a lot.
But some
a
people
lot
are
to
like,
pile on after only 2 months.
Yeah, I don't like Facebook Live. When people call up and say,
it's not Facebook Live unless they're doing a video of you showing you what you want to do.
Whatever, Franny.
Whatever.
Doesn't matter.
What I mean.
FaceTime.
Doesn't matter.
FaceTime. Your sister's time. You hear my voice? What does it matter where I am? Come on. Jeez,
All right. Well, Brian, Anthony, and Keith, the best of luck to you. It looks like with all of these, we're kind of like, you're just don't. With all of these.
Pretty simple.
Anthony, don't give your brother-in-law a job.
Don't.
Brian, let go of that girl. And Keith, yeah, definitely let go of the one who's still married. We're all out on this one. So if you ever want to email Jimmy at realradio921.com, that's our email for WWGD. We do these on a Wednesday. And I kind of have an extra one I can put in here because we have some time.
All right. I'll put it in.
All right.
So this is one of those am I the a-hole, am I the jerk situations, and we can do this with a WWGD style, right?
All right.
So
I'll leave the music going.
Why not? All right. Girls trips, guys trips. We enjoy them. Have fun, right? Like go and do your own thing, but this is exactly what it's based on. And should this guy be paying for his girlfriend's girls trip? Now I'm going to break it down for you, but just at that, before I give you the details, what would your answer be? Simple question. So should a boyfriend, fiance, whatever it is, help pay for a girls trip that you're not going on?
Gut reaction is no.
Okay. What would you say, G-Man?
I probably would.
Well,
All
I mean,
right.
I don't know. I mean, if she couldn't
What would Greek
afford it,
do?
All right. Yeah.
if she couldn't afford it, and she wanted to go with her friends, and it was important, and I had the money, I would do it.
All right. So I would never expect it either. I would pay for my own trip if he's not going. But this is how it goes. The guy's like, all right, Reddit. 27-year-old male writes this. He was like, I need some outside perspective. My girlfriend, Sarah, and I have been together for 3 years, and recently I won a bet.
Right,
on
3 years?
Yeah,
All
on a
right.
stake and ended up with a decent chunk of spare cash, right? Naturally, I was pretty stoked about it. Been thinking about putting it towards something fun or maybe even a small getaway for the two of us. But here's the thing. Sarah found out about my winnings, and now she wants me to pay for her upcoming girls' trip with her friends.
Then I wouldn't.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love her. I want her to have fun with her friends, but I'm feeling kind of weird about using my winnings for something that doesn't involve me. He said I suggested that she could save up for her trip, or maybe we could split the cost, whatever, but she wasn't having any of it. She thinks I'm being selfish and that since we're a couple, my money should be our money, especially since it was extra cash from a bet. I see her point, but I also feel like I earned it and should have a say in how it's spent. Sarah's friends are backing her up, saying I'm being a jerk for not wanting to support her. I'm starting to wonder.
There's a surprise.
Right? I'm starting to wonder if I'm in the wrong here. I do want her to have a good time, but I also don't want to feel like I'm just a bank. So am I the a-hole for not wanting to pay for my girlfriend's girls trip?
In that scenario, absolutely not. He won the money. It's his money. And he offered her first to say, let's do something together as a couple. I told her, screw. Change the locks on the door and have her deported. Jimmy?
800%.
I mean, he won the money.
Yeah.
I mean, again, the scenario you first painted was a little different. But this
But
one-
even her saying the money is our money, but then she wants to spend it exclusively for herself and not split it. So, she's showing her true colors there.
When is she putting him on her bank accounts?
Right?
She sucks.
Yeah,
I
that's selfish. It's a very selfish attitude.
Been there, done that.
Sounds childish. Sounds very high schoolish.
Yep.
No, it's also somebody being selfish, obviously, and not thinking about the other person.
And that's the thing. The guy could have easily have lost too, right?
Yeah. Well,
All
nobody
that money.
thinks-
He got very lucky, but yeah, she's just
She's out.
You are not the a-hole in that situation. She is.
No, don't worry about it. And if she
And so
cuts
are
you
her
off,
friends.
of
For saying
course
you're a
her-
jerk.
Like Jimmy said, of course the friends are gonna do it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, what's wrong with him?
Yeah, screw that. Get rid of her. I mean, Benny Hanna, her, she's done. No way. She shouldn't even ask to do that. He won the bet. And he
That's a
put up
shame. That's a 3-year relationship, though. That's the weird thing. Like it's again, if it almost feels so very like 2-month high schoolish. I don't know.
I mean, when it comes to money, everybody has a different thought process on things, male and female. But I mean, things are established in a relationship. Maybe over the past he's done stuff like that, but not on this. And I think the biggest thing is that he asked her to do something together. Like I said, that's when she should have said
Yeah,
yes.
that's what he wanted to do, is a
Yeah.
trip together with the winnings. And,
And
then she
that's-
was like, no, pay for my girls' trip that I already have planned.
I would have been like, no.
Mm-hmm.
See you later. Sayonara. 877-927-6969. If you have any opinion on what we just discussed, you can always call us. You could text us at Real Radio 47142, or you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Any of those things you guys can do and get involved in the show. We always appreciate you guys getting involved. What we want you to do is to win $1,000. That's what we want to happen. And you're running out of time. Time is ticking away. What the hell are you guys doing? You got today, tomorrow, and Friday, and then it's finooed. Finish. It's finished. You guys, nobody's going to win $1,000. Just going to leave this money in the air. Get the keyword and make it happen. Please, somebody win $1,000. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want to get involved in the show. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142 or email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Miami Dolphins in training camp. Yesterday, if you're on the Dolphins website, they showed all the guys turning in and walking into camp. Man, it seems like it was just not that long ago when the season ended against the Chiefs. Time does go fast, but my God, it is here quicker than we realize that football is back. 877-927-6969. And if you had an opinion on the story Francis just said, with this guy winning some money, and then his girlfriend said, hey, you should pay for my trip since you won the money. Sounds like people I date, to be honest with you, who are very shallow. Jimmy, do you have somebody on hold?
We do. We have Toot on the line. Toot, welcome to the show.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Great,
Hey, Toot.
Hey, all right, now check it out. If he would have told her that he lost the bet, would her and her friends would have chipped in and paid it?
No.
Right?
No way, Chew. She sounds like a DB.
So why should he have to pay for them if they wouldn't pay for him?
You are correct, but in this world, you know how some people think, and
of course, I know how it works.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
of course,
it's like the TV remote.
No, there's that,
you know, the one who has the remote usually has the power.
Standard, you know.
You're right.
There's that, the double standard, especially when the friends get into it.
Oh yeah, screw the friends.
Yeah, for real. Okay, get out of here. Pantura Diablo.
Yeah, love your spirit.
Do I have to dump that?
All right. Yeah, just wanted to chime in. I love you guys.
All right, Toot. You're the best.
Thanks, Toot. Appreciate the phone call. Next up, we have Spanish on the line. Spanish, welcome to the show. What's going on, bud?
Good day, everybody.
What's up, Spanish?
Hey, random things that I remember I can never forget. My girlfriend's number in high school and the restaurant that her parents owned and their phone number and the French national anthem.
There you go. There's a random one.
Yeah, that is very random.
Yeah, I took 2 years of French in high school, and that was one of the first things, like the first things they taught us.
Okay.
And I won't forget it. It's in there.
I think that's good to know. You never know. You might maybe for the Olympics it could help.
And there's a song in Greek, which is kind of funny. My aunt lived in Greece for like 20 years, and she used to send us mixtapes of Greek music, and I learned one song. I still remember like half of it. And I don't know a word of English besides that one word that you know.
All right, Spanish, we appreciate it, brother. Thank you for always listening. And we're going to let you go because we got to end the show.
Yeah, I don't know if I can say this in the air, but I created a new...
I don't know.
I don't know if that's going to pick up any speed.
I don't know.
Send me a picture.
I don't know if that's going to pick up any speed, to be honest with you, but we'll see. We always appreciate it. Thanks a lot there, buddy. Jimmy, great job as always. Thanks for all your help with everything you do behind the scenes, in front of the microphone, and everything else. Thank you.
Thanks, Greek. Thank you, Francis. And thank you for listening.
Franny, great job as always. Thanks for paying attention for 4 hours. That means a lot on this show. All right? We're trying to focus. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, G-Man. And, of course, thank you for listening. And keep on listening because we need a winner still. We have a keyword coming your way. Top of the hour, beginning at 2 o'clock. It's your other keyword. Rover's going to give it to you. We call it Grand in Your Hand. Get the keyword. Enter it realradio921.com. Let's get you $1,000. Don't make us beg because it's running out very soon. We only have a few more days of this, y'all. G-Man, do you have any parting words?
There are 6 ways to show how you love somebody. 5 of them are a lot of different things, but the 6th one is the one that will always make the register ring. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Greek Zone is next, and our buddy Kelly from Vegas will be here. Peace.
Rover. Catch Rover's Morning Glory weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. on Real Radio. Just tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it. Woo! Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Palm Beach Gardens accident.